And I believe we are recording. Hello, Internet. Welcome back to Casual Pleb Productions. Um, Today I am joined by my good friends Evan of Shonen MC fame, and Redford of the Psychiatry Ward. Um,
Re-
Not a doctor, a patient. Um,
I can feel my brain slipping.
Anyway, so going to be starting a new series on this channel. I'm not sure what I'm gonna call it just yet. I'm thinking E3 Rewinds. Sounds good. Basically, I was born in '98, so and I didn't have the internet until I was like into my mid-teens. So I missed out on a lot of the earlier E3s. So, what I'm gonna do is from 1995, as you can see, to the most recent one, 2020, gonna go through, watch most, if not all, of the prior E3 conferences, and I think it should be, interesting seeing what predictions companies had for their futures that may or may not have come true. Um, Games that did or didn't come out, so on and so forth. Maybe a few bodies will become ready at some point. Um, so, fellas, before we start, what do we know about the game industry in 1995?
Less complex, and certainly didn't think it would make as much money.
Probably, yeah. Um, from what I know,
Let's see. In '95, you said?
yeah, 1995. That's when this
I
E3
played.
is taking place.
So I played my first video game in '97.
Yeah.
Um,
Mm.
so I just got into video games around the Game Boy and Nintendo 64 era.
Uh huh. Okay, so my understanding is, first of all, Sega is still alive as a console maker. They're still a first-party company. Um, Sony have just released, like, 1st of December 1990, somewhere in December 1994, they've just released the first PlayStation, Revolution, I think Nintendo, they're probably around the GameCube N64 at this point. And of course, this being the first E3, at least as a standalone event, I don't know if it had any history before that. Um, this is at the point where it's still more geared towards like investors than the general public. So it might, these first few ones might be a little dry. Just gonna warn you now, but we have free idiots on microphones, so I'm sure we'll be able to liven it up somehow. um, so, without further ado, Evan, Redford, you know how I sync up videos when we're watching together. I'll count
Yep.
down from 3. When I hit the invisible 0, hit play. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, can we redo that? I just started. I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh, this is definitely '90s home video.
Yeah, you can tell this
This
was
brings me
filmed.
back.
This was a VHS tape at some point.
Yeah, this brings me back.
Ah,
As a
look at
'90s
that.
kid, I'm gonna appreciate this.
Yeah.
This reminds me back when I played Doom on, floppy disk.
Yo,
Bruh, I'm serious. That was like
is
my
this
first
the parking
game.
lot? What?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Bruh.
Well, you know what people were like back when like video recorders like first became commercially available. They would just like
Yep.
record everything for the novelty of it.
Yep.
Look, Expo. Entertainment.
It looks quite fancy already. despite it being the first year.
Yeah.
Nobody's there though.
Well,
if
it
you
is the
think
middle
about-
of the night. This is probably like someone who... I imagine this is someone who's working there, or someone who just spotted this, or, someone who's showing up way too early.
I think that they must be there the day before, easily.
Yeah.
You think?
Definitely. There's no one there. Or it's the middle of midnight where no one's awake, because technically in 1995 people respected each other's sleep at that point in time.
Debatable. It depends on what area of the world you were living in, I suppose.
I can't even read
Oh,
it.
fuck! Polygon Man!
Polygon Man. Lol.
That was like a PlayStation. I hesitate to call it a mascot, but he does have a place in PlayStation history. I think he was like a tech demo type thing. When PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale came around, he was the final boss in everyone's arcade mode, story modes.
Yeah, he really needs a tripod. Is this before tripods were invented? I'm pretty sure tripods were invented.
No, yeah, they were.
I say he was the final boss. He didn't actually fight Polygon Man. He just sort of hovered in the background and made purple diamond versions of the playable characters.
Fair enough.
Fighting Polygon Team from Super Smash Bros.
Basically, imagine instead of Master Hand as the final boss in classic mode, you just had the fighting Polygon Team.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like no one out here. This has to be like at 3 in the morning.
I think I saw a car in the background.
Yeah.
I've only ever met like 2 or 3 people who had a Sega Saturn.
How many of those people bought them in the year of the Sega Saturn, and how many of them are collectors?
And 2 out of 3 times they weren't hooked into the TV. They were just like in the back there.
Collectors.
Oh, he's talking.
I'd like to take a moment right at the beginning of my remarks to convey one
I
of the
think
more
this is Sega?
news you're likely to hear while
Yeah, it's a Sega keynote, I think.
tomorrow, May 12th, 1995, will be Yogi Berra's birthday.
Yogi Bear.
That's his 70th. So we all need to prepare ourselves for a heavier than usual onslaught of yogiisms from radio and TV commentators. And if I may,
Radio.
I'd like to kick off the birthday observance by repeating my own personal favorite of his. When I come to a fork in the road, I take it.
This must have been humorous back then.
It's always good for kicking off speeches.
Yes, obviously, humor is so much more refined nowadays.
What I'm about to say.
Oh no, it's just conditioned for the time, that's all. Even then.
Yep.
And E3 works as a pretty good symbol. of
Man,
some
the
change
audio's so
he's
bad.
experiencing.
What, did he like set up his tripod in the back? No, it's not even on tripod. He's literally sitting down. I just saw his knees.
Yeah.
CBS success rate has been
He's not even in the conference hall. He's like recording a cinema screen.
before some of the most creative
So wait, is he recording the live feed basically?
Yeah, basically. I imagine they had the VIPs in the actual conference room, and then everyone else they just had like projectors set up around other places. This is guesswork, by the way. I didn't do any research for this.
Wow. I mean, this is...
As is the way of casual plot productions.
I'm actually shocked how little has changed from these conferences, because this is the same like monotone speeches the vast majority of them give. There's just a lot more lights nowadays.
I've only ever seen one E3 or 2 E3s, so I don't really know.
I'm just saying they did not reinvent the wheel too much. They basically changed their bad one-liners, added some more lights, some more music, and sprinkled some hype on it. And that's now the E3s we're looking at compared to, well, this.
They are persistent and persuasive. That's a Jack Kennedy line, anybody's John Source.
He's definitely talking to investors, though. That is, I'd say that's a key difference. They're definitely
Yeah.
speaking to the investors rather than the people. But they're always speaking to investors.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind.
The second incorporates the assumption that the success and failure of our business will always be measured by our acceptance among 6 to 17-year-old boys.
I feel like I'm back at work again.
What? With 6 to 17-year-old boys?
What?
He said one of the myths is that the success of our business will always be determined by its acceptance by 6 to 17-year-old boys.
Oh no, I
It
was
still
just
does,
saying.
though, doesn't it?
Yes.
To a degree, but the audience is much broader now.
And you know, if I've just spent 17
Yeah,
I'm
lots more.
wondering about the demographics.
Yeah.
a media platform from my home office.
Multimedia PC sales? What? Oh right, PCs are a now thing.
PC will not. Yeah, so this is 95. So Windows 95 just came out.
Yeah.
So that means that people who weren't incredibly wealthy could spend $3,000 to get a PC.
Yeah.
If I develop games,
Yeah, we're in the age of the age of the machine.
another reason.
I remember using Windows 95.
Yeah.
You remember dial-up? Anyone remember that?
Yeah.
I don't remember it, but I am aware of it.
You're better off. Try playing RuneScape on dial-up. That's hilarious.
I'd rather not.
Imagine
You
actually
should.
playing a RuneScape ever.
Well, it's a good first-timer RPG. Okay, if you're
10%
freaking plus.
already in 95. Wow.
That number's about 30 million homes.
Well, that's
We're
actually pretty
proliferating
impressive.
really fast. Yeah.
Yeah, a game machine.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
That's
funny.
effectively
We're
what
not
they
calling
are,
it
though. That's not wrong.
I mean,
Right.
it's not wrong, but sometimes phrasing can make things funny.
So they've changed their phrasing since then. Okay.
A PC game that sold 200,000 units would be an enormous hit.
Yeah, if this was an E3 conference, this would be
This is good business.
boring. Holy
We're just
crap!
talking about the numbers.
Yeah.
What makes a hit?
But going back to the demographic, I believe this is at the point where most people still kind of viewed video games as either for nerds or kids.
This was the case until 2005.
Yeah.
I can confirm.
Correct. So it wouldn't be 10 years until we start seeing it branch out into the
Yeah.
what the
And as we all know, women can't be nerds.
well, no, they're perfect at this point. They were untouchable.
It wasn't until I was a junior in high school that I met girls who played video games. Except for like one girl, like when I was a kid.
Mm.
There were probably plenty who were around before then, but you know what kids are like. If you're the exception and not the rule, you get picked on.
That's true. I can see that. Yeah, I was basically virtual schooled, so I didn't know any gamer girls. I'm putting that heavy air quotes.
Yeah.
Until high school. Even then, most of them were just like, "Oh yeah, I played the Mario Party with my brothers," and I'm like, "Oh,
I totally haven't hogged the console all night myself. No, only when my brothers bug me to play with them.
right." Oh, I smashed with my brothers. Then you raise your eyebrow and say, "You're talking about Super Smash Brothers, right?"
He's happy looking at the box, seeing the fun he's going to have. He can't wait to get started. It tells you about that even as you're peeling off the shrink wrap. You slide that baby into the slot, hit install, and you get one of several messages. All of which
Back when messages were the coolest thing ever. Oh, a new message on her screen. Wow.
I think he's saying that they don't have to.
Yeah.
They don't have to install it. It's superior.
Yeah, he's basically saying how consoles have the advantage in that you just plug it in and it works. Computers, there are things you can upgrade, the specs aren't always consistent, so there are any number of things that could go wrong and need fixing.
He's right about that, even today.
Yes.
Computer gaming is superior if you have patience to troubleshoot.
Yeah.
But if you do not, then consoles is totally another option.
Right. Optimization is king in the PC gaming world.
Well, for me, like, it's editing the game for convenience.
So the next morning you make another trip to the computer store to buy a shell. That means every
Yep. This is true. This is still true today.
get to his game. But that means you need to take extra steps to get around his game. So why we buy this thing anyway, you begin to ask yourself to entertain young
So right now he's basically trying to sell the console over the PC.
Basically.
prospect of spending
Right, because I imagine more people obviously work here, so they're getting PCs rather than consoles. But that's why consoles are superior to the PC
Yeah.
Well,
at
they
this
were
stage.
way cheaper than computers back then.
Oh, for
I
sure.
think people who dismiss the dedicated game platform have never gone through
Some
it.
nice feedback there.
About technology are for the most part pretty adept at technology. They judge computers, understandably better than you might judge
Admittedly, their
prototypes or
speakers look really professional,
If
and I
anyone
can
wants to
kind of
purchase
appreciate
them,
that to
that's
some
the
extent.
green
Makes
light
it
they need.
easier for me to say,
But in our
yeah, this
case,
guy knows what he's talking
things
about. I
don't
think
work
he's
that
got
way.
a suit.
If you're truly interested in the consumer business,
Honestly, they could be wearing a
the
garbage
product has
bag
to
for
work
all I care,
perfectly.
as long as the
Right out of the
information
box,
is
first time,
relevant.
every time.
You'd
Now, is
think,
Windows
but
95 gonna go
you
into
know how
retirement
people say it.
through
They're in a suit. They know what they're talking
that someone
about.
like me needs?
Yep, very real
I think
phenomenon.
over time,
The
the
Halo
answer's
effect.
probably yes. Certainly, that's
Oh
what's
yeah.
aimed.
Oh yeah, this is
That's
definitely
still
Sega.
ways
Look,
out
there's a
ahead.
Genesis on the
By
screen.
then, the game business will be
There's
still
the
further
Genesis.
ahead in delivering the next
This is
generation
before
of
Sonic tried to
entertainment
screw over
experiences.
Mario.
No, this is distinctly after that.
Oh, really?
In fact, this is at a point where Sonic is still a competitor with Mario.
Windows 95, a 3D
Still
graphics
trying to get away
accelerator,
with Princess
16
Peach under his
gigabytes of
nose.
RAM, and more video RAM.
Not quite what I meant, but you know.
Oh, well, I mean, you know, he's too
Sonic!
fast anyway. They never find out.
Sonic is perfect for one night stands, don't you know?
I mean, yeah,
So,
he's in and out of.
though it seems like at this point in time, the Sega system is like has better graphics than the optimized
Yeah.
computer.
Yeah.
Mhm. Right, but I think I think Sega's probably sweating here a bit because PlayStation just came out and they're revolutionizing the graphics in.
When did PS1 come out?
It would have come out it came out December 1994. So a few months before this, probably.
Yep.
You're gonna be sweating bullets the next year.
But
PlayStation was so far ahead of everything else in terms of graphics.
I heard it was such a revolution that they actually hooked PlayStation 1s up in nightclubs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they can produce some really cool sound.
What's the coolest part about the PlayStation phenomena is that, you know, it was the biggest glory day for Sony, and then they rode that wave as long as they couldn't tell. I'd say the Xbox came out and then revolutionized the internet space.
I don't know if the PlayStation 1 was the biggest glory day for Sony, because I believe PS2 is still the best-selling console of all time.
That I agree with.
PS2 was superb.
It really was.
I wasn't allowed to get a PlayStation when it first came out.
Aw.
I'll be complaining about that being a PlayStation.
I blame you, Sony, not my parents.
Well, it was also like $100 more if I remember.
This will be multi-dimensional, truly interactive experiences that will involve the whole family, and they'll take place in a room.
See, they say the whole family, but this won't be accurate for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe the real message here is that our
I mean, my mom still, to this day, calls whatever video game or etc.
A Nintendo.
It's just all creatures, like there's no distinction.
I thought you were about to say she calls them all Nintendos, but that's a step above.
I see you're shooting creatures with some creature guns, aren't you there, honey?
Pretty much.
This is Pokemon. This is
That's probably
Pokemon.
why she calls them creatures.
I mean, Pokemon kind of are creatures.
Yeah, I was living in Japan. Yeah, so I was living in Japan when Pokemon came out.
Oh.
Probably got the good stuff then.
When we get to 97, I'll be talking about that.
Did you get to play Pokemon Green, Evan?
This is a business that's
No.
ready to explode, and there's room for plenty of competition.
I did get to play Silver version before it came out in the US, and I beat it before it came out in
Not if you're the
the US.
largest
Without knowing any Japanese.
software as Sega is.
Oh.
Now let's move
Yeah,
on
I
to
feel like a
the
lot of my
second-
talking points are gonna have to wait till at least 2001 because
Yeah.
that's when, you know, I remember Conker's Bad Fur Day in the
Yeah.
Nintendo
Did it come
64.
out in 99 or 98?
It did, but I didn't start playing it until 2001.
Fair enough.
I would make a comment about you managing to beat Pokemon without being able to read any of the text, but I am the guy who couldn't read until he was like 9 and still managed to beat Kingdom Hearts. So,
Yeah, Swish/Stab. What's so hard about that?
navigating the menus, the potions, the abilities that are crucial to your survival.
You don't use potions or abilities.
The worst thing was when you level up and you have to replace a move.
Oof.
But yeah, I would always like save intelligently. I was like 8 years old, but I would save intelligently. And items were horrible. I just have to go through and randomly look at them and figure out what they did.
Right.
There were
Just spit anti-flosion to beat everything. And I practically soloed the game. And then I caught a few legendaries to get the rest of my team.
Let me guess. You would go up there and be like, "Oh, what does this do?" And then your PP goes up. "Oh, my PP went up." And then your mom's like, "What?"
God damn it, Redford.
I was 8.
I mean, hey, you never know. You could have been a raging 8-year-old who's just, a sexual beast.
PP jokes can be funny at 8.
They are, yeah.
I'm sorry, just imagining that scenario. That's funny.
I think my Typhlosion was like level 90 by the time I beat the game.
Oh wow, that's pretty intense though.
Yeah, he had Swift, Flamethrower, Fire Blast, something else.
Did you beat Red?
Yes.
No one can beat me. Oh, right. Pokemon
You're not that badass, Red.
Red was extremely difficult.
Red. I am extremely difficult.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
The music's playing, guys. What's the first game you played?
Ridge Racer.
Knights.
I don't think I've ever played a game on this console.
Knights was the Saturn, right?
What? Do we even know what they're looking at, or are they just playing music?
The cameraman will get to it eventually. The one in the conference hall, not the guy recording the conference footage.
Obviously, the cameraman's like, "Hey, let's keep staring at the guy who's staring at something else." Oh, there it is.
Oh, Virtua Fighter.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah.
Look at that. Ooh, cutscene.
Look at those graphics.
That wasn't as terrible as I thought it was going to be, actually.
Yeah.
But then E3 always thought things up, and I think that remains true here.
Yeah. We all remember the Watch Dogs controversy.
It's funny. We think it's a controversy now, but Ridge Racer, that used to be a controversy.
Evan, is he making a joke or is that an actual thing?
I was trying to pay attention to the video.
It was the disaster of PlayStation 3 E3 conference where they said, "And for our first game we're releasing one of the greatest games is Ridge Racer. Come on, guys, Ridge Racer, yeah!"
I don't. I've only seen like one.
Is it this one?
No.
Well, then you've seen 2.
I wish the audio was.
Yeah, it'll probably improve by like 96.
I'm gonna put my bet on
97. I should have said.
Trust me when I say this. If any other company could claim the heritage of 40-plus years of understanding the mind of the game player, it would.
Admittedly, the dog barking's far more entertaining.
He's talking about how the business is going to get harder. Yeah, he's right. I mean, who could have predicted that video games would become 10 times bigger than movies or football?
This guy.
This guy. I think he's dead now.
Who?
This guy.
Oh.
I think he's old.
Oh. I mean, it's possible, yeah.
Hey Shay, you need to pause your stream and make sure you show some feet real quick. That's part of the Twitch rules now.
I don't have a webcam.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Then you're not going to get as many subs.
Maybe I'll become a VTuber like PewDiePie.
Admittedly, you could actually get a lot of views doing that.
What he's saying about what video games are
contributing to that. The game is what counts, not what makes it great. In early movie days, it was technology.
Interactive movies basically get you money.
I think we'll probably talk about this later too, but I've always thought about how, like, oh, people play games as an escape and they want to have fun and relax.
Yeah.
But a lot of people play video games that stress them the hell out.
Yeah,
And I've
Dark
always
Souls.
thought about, I've always thought about that contradiction.
Playing Dark Souls with banana controllers.
Yes.
Well, at that point, you're just flexing and you're probably I mean, like, people will deliberately play games that they hate, and, like, they don't enjoy it for most of the time they're playing it.
Those people are called reviewers, Evan.
There's a certain percentage of the population of gamers that are just like that. I've never really understood it personally. Like, I'm the gamer who will cheat just to improve the experience. So there's less monotony.
I think I can understand your position, or at least where you're coming from on that, Evan, or at least what you were saying earlier, because I just started playing Hades and I hate roguelites because they're too hard. And I am absolutely loving Hades because I am dominating in it now. I was sucking really hard and I was hating every moment of it, but then I got good scrub, and now I'm like, I'm almost done with the game. It's great.
So I guess that's the impetus. It's like, I'm gonna keep grinding until I don't suck, and then it's the thing of, oh, I finally beat over this game and I have more.
It gets really good once you hit level 9,000.
I think that's a really good answer.
Yeah, it's the adrenaline rush of being able to surpass the thing that beat you. So in other words, it's basically like, now I'm superior now.
It's like me playing D&D 3.5.
Oh gosh. Heard on that when you try to go against the god that the GM is thrown at you and says, all right, how do you go against its god powers?
I've never fought a god in D&D. I'm sure that will change.
You just have to have the right party and the right GM.
It's not an RPG until you fought God.
That's right.
Not every RPG does that, but a lot of them do.
God or the devil, either or.
Yeah.
Or Mr. Satan, he was cool back in the, I think it was Sega.
Some argument in the trade press between Sega and Sony about who sold the most in the Japanese market. Well, we did.
I can't believe Sega beat Sony. It's just really hard to imagine. Sega has always been like third string to me.
They mean a broader market.
I mean, I hear you on that, but the fact of the matter is they had the name brand power back in the day.
Yeah, they used to be the only people who could compete with Nintendo. And now look at them.
It's a, who are they?
The butt of every joke.
To be fair, they may not be the best developers, but they are really fucking good publishers.
Sure.
Yakuza, Bayonetta, Vanquish.
Vanquish. I love Vanquish. I got that for free.
And now they've got Atlas under their belts. Like,
I guess they changed the tune.
Sega may not be able to make quality, but they know how to spot quality.
I can give you that. Oh, look at that. This actually isn't half bad.
Racing games were always pretty sophisticated.
Our audiences say they want 360-degree immersion, great production
I can never play
values,
them 'cause
super
rubber
3D
band.
visuals and stereo sound.
'Cause rubber band.
Games like
True.
Panzer Dragoon
I'm
will
actually
more
bad.
than satisfy them.
Oh, Panzer Dragoon.
Yep, I've heard of that.
This actually is kind of cool.
Didn't they get like a remaster or something on the Xbox?
And now, with the help of my able and charming assistant, Tim Dunley, let me show you what a top arcade hit
Able and
worldwide
charming. That is a
looks
very
like
interesting way to
on
describe your
Sega
assistant if
Saturn
they're not a
V.
sexually attractive
Virtua
woman.
Fighter is the best fighting game ever done.
Well, you know.
Please, sexist here.
Well, you know, Marshall. Marshall. Redford. This is back in the day where, you know, a lot of gay folks, they had to be discreet about it.
I suppose so.
Nowadays, you get to just walk out on stage shirtless, rubbing your nipples, as piles of money rain down on top of you.
Yeah, looks like the only people you can buy from.
You've got a business shirt that has holes cut out specifically at nipple height.
I've never played any of the Virtua Fighter games. Maybe I should give them a shot.
I don't know.
I
want to
forget.
play, what is it, Darkstalkers?
Well, Evan, when we get to Yakuza Kiwami, it is actually possible to play one of the Virtua Fighter games in Yakuza.
Oh yeah, I played Virtual Fighter. I think it was 3 and Kiwami 2.
Yeah.
It's not terrible, but it's definitely not my
That's the one that had the game over, yeah.
Wow, did you see the car flip?
Yeah.
Oh look, it's hockey. Actual hockey.
Sports games weren't really that good until around 2000.
Hockey used to be popular outside of Canada at some point, right?
Oh, look, 3D game.
Yeah, they have hockey in the United States. It's not as popular as other sports.
Oh yeah, this is night, isn't it?
Clockwork Night.
Oh man, he kicking. Oh,
Kirby Super Mario All-Stars.
Oh.
My favorite soccer.
They're still re-releasing Myst. They're still finding ways to re-release Myst.
Truth.
Like, isn't there a VR version now?
Yep. I could get it if
Here's
I
the
want.
part we're familiar with where they actually show up. Where's
Oh,
the
is that out here? No, dang it.
No,
It's a baseball.
This reminds me of that Ken Griffey Jr. baseball game I played.
aren't like baseball video games like super big in Japan or something?
I actually remember Bug.
Okay. I said, aren't baseball video games like super big in Japan or something?
Yes.
Baseball is super huge.
Yeah. I remember watching that episode of Sonic X where Eggman challenges Sonic to baseball. I'm enunciating this like a joke that actually happened.
That's awesome. No entry though. Don't enter. Oh no.
Speaking of which,
They
where is
broke the law. Yeah, where is our blue furry friend?
Well, you see, Evan, at this point in history, Sega actually made games that weren't Sonic. Difficult to believe, I know.
So Sonic at this point was not the flagship character.
Oh, he was definitely the flagship. He just wasn't the only character.
So in other words, they haven't officially weaponized the hype yet.
I don't know if you can call it hype, but yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm at a loss of words here for what you call the flagship character hype.
Speaking of Sonic, he is going to be, this is 2021, by the way, for people.
30 third-party developers.
Yeah.
Not bad, honestly.
Yeah. We're recording in 2021, by the way, for people watching in the future. This is the year of Sonic's 30th anniversary. There's a lot of speculation that the adventure games are going to get like remakes, like an Insane Trilogy sort of treatment. There's rumors that there's going to be a fully 3D Sonic, modern Sonic game, no boost, maybe even adventure style. A lot of the current voice actors are getting retired. and the writers have been replaced, and there's also a new Sonic cartoon coming to Netflix. That
No.
yeah.
It's gonna get ruined.
They just need to completely replace the team and do something different, because whatever they've been doing hasn't been working.
If you want to play that game, we could say Sega Saturn's
It's weird to think about people in the future watching something
I
though.
promise. Because gameplay.
Right, I'm sure the people now weren't even thinking of 20 years. People come back and watching this.
Imagine someone 20 years from now watching us watch something that was 20 years before us.
They'd be like, "Can those guys shut up? I'm trying to watch this."
They're inside their virtual reality, designed apartment, eating bugs, and they're just like, yeah, this is amazing, my virtual girlfriend.
A lot from everybody as our business approaches
Right.
new level.
I mean, hey, people are already marrying their virtual waifu, so it's only a matter of time until we get a virtualized.
All you gotta do, all we need to do now is figure out a way to simulate the sex.
1995, we're looking
Well,
Inside the neural net, they're gonna have, they're gonna be able to fix the audio for this.
Just mute the two commentators.
Oh no.
They'll actually be able to recreate my bedroom, even though it's not on screen.
If you add in
Right.
the kind of media purchased by the big retailers, such as
Or
Toys R Us
completely
and
alter
Walmart,
reality
Target,
in a way where they can like influence or mess with us.
A trivial speech is no place for a point-by-point.
They'll be able to give Redford a dick.
But I hope you'll forgive
Oh,
that
no.
at least some
I could have a
details
penis.
about one of the more
No.
obvious components of the plan are
Just kidding. Wait, what?
advertising. If Sega advertising to the
My
millions
little
of teens
secret.
and young adults we consider our primary audience has been, well, occasionally shocking.
But hey, don't worry. Japan will get the simulation of all things down eventually. Oh, look, it's a doggo.
It has also been honest.
It looks like a
and
doggo.
genuinely
Yeah, I think this
funny
is a tech
and
demo.
communicated enough sense of product so that those TV sophisticates, the cynical 14 to 25-year-old, knew we weren't just preaching to them.
14 to 25.
Well, advertising to an older crowd isn't going to be any easier.
I'd still say that's probably most gamers.
Product category. The closer
I'd say so.
connection between successful advertising
And then you have the occasional, like, Skyrim grandma in there.
The challenge. On the contrary,
Right.
I think we may
I'm
be
subbed to
closer
somebody
to
who's
the
like,
edge.
she's like, I play JRPG grandma.
New edges.
Ah.
She's wonderful.
This is not going to be simulation.
I think I subbed to the RuneScape grandpa.
The player will feel when engaged with Sega Saturn. Our vision is to replicate.
Senior citizens have been getting really into the Let's Playing scene the past
The
decade.
advertising objective.
They got so much life experience to talk about on top of their, admittedly, sometimes really good gameplay techniques. Because their experience shows, and they try to translate that.
They're going over the advertising.
Welcome to the theater of the eye.
Whoa, future.
How nice.
Is that?
Trimming the toenails.
Okay, I'm glad everyone knew what I was thinking.
I think it starts with K.
I love how dumb Rebecca
The reaction.
This is the brain. What's going on down
Honestly, the number of video game commercials
Glasses.
she's barely got video.
What else can go wrong?
Surgeon Sin has on line 2. It's the sphincter.
The sphincter. Nice. Ooh, nice transition.
Oh, look at those window movie maker effects.
Every 22-year-old in North America
That was the best they had back
even if the rest of us have to think. Now let's look at two 30-second spots that ought to be equally effective in grabbing people's attention.
Welcome to the theater of the eye.
Oh, we're going again? There's more people.
I think it's using the same framing, but it's going to be showing different footage. Yeah.
Brain cell?
I see where There's more people in white uniforms. Very nice. The sphincter, no!
Saturn.
Oh, that's a short.
Welcome to the theater of the
Ah, no, it's brainwashing me now. I can feel it.
It does kind of.
The cult of Sega.
It's like a horror movie.
I mean, let's not forget that over in Japan they had Sega de Sanshiro, who would beat you up if you weren't playing the Saturn.
That's the best. That was the best. One of my favorite anime games ever.
What's that? This is pure. Why don't we get more commercials like
It's also
this?
the only.
Oh my god, he put on one of the hats from the commercial.
Now, everyone, if you can take out your hats real quick.
Ignore the wires inside.
Wait a minute, I think there's someone in the audience wearing a hat right now.
Opportunity.
Did you see that?
He opportunity, he takes it. So do we. We're taking all the opportunities we can to make this
But
business
seriously, we need
soar.
more commercials like this.
Since I
This
began
is just
my
gold.
remarks with an announcement, I may as well finish with another. We started our
Instead we get
rollout of Sega
real
Saturn yesterday.
gameplay, not this.
Retail today in 1,800 Toys R Us.
Oh.
Toys R Us, they're gone.
Yep.
Around the U.S. and Canada. Our retail price.
Is this before they had dedicated game stores?
Yeah, Toys R Us, yeah.
You get games from Toys R Us.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah, Toys R Us.
But we're
Yeah.
starting today in store.
Because I know it did take a while for like places like GameStop to open,
Sega Saturn.
but I wasn't aware it took until like the PlayStation.
Thanks. It's been an honor.
Yeah, I mean, it was a while. Like, I guess you had your. It was either a Toys R Us or a hobby store. So yeah, you didn't really have mainline game stores back then.
Oh, here's Sony.
Or you could get like.
Way back. Ooh, nice music. This is where everyone starts sweating bullets.
So Sony are very obviously trying to be hip with the kids.
Dude, Sony was super duper hip. Super hip.
Hit that, yo. Transition.
The combination that started it all.
What does that say about you, Evan?
Look, the baby, the dogs, they're all playing. Why don't you have one?
And bigger is way better.
Looks good, but how about even bigger?
Jumbo.
That should be the name of it. The Jumbo.
Yeah.
I would buy the Jumbo car.
Sony invents the VCR. Oh, okay, so this is like a sizzle reel of the other great things they've made before. Because Sony obviously knew that the PlayStation was going to be a revolution.
Ooh, look. Camera.
Yeah, they had all the big cameras back then.
Let's get
This is the same camera that the guy currently sitting down.
They helped develop the CD.
Yeah.
Which, everybody had CDs back then.
It was the way of the future.
For music, they deliberately designed it so that you couldn't put the full amount of data on
Yeah.
there. You could only have a certain amount of songs.
That's
Like a little bit of planned obsolescence.
Now this is redefines the word.
yeah. The PS1 was one of the first consoles that could do multimedia as well, right? Like it had a CD player built in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sony digital delivery systems for every media.
What's next? Content is king.
Like was that Will Smith?
Yeah, that was.
Like I was alive while we had a PlayStation in the house, but I was too young to really have any memories with it.
Right.
Oh man, Sony is really jumping on the hype train. They knew hype before the hype was real.
They're really stroking their own dick.
Really huge corporation.
Yeah. I keep forgetting they're a Japanese-based company.
But they're pretty good at marketing. I mean, I'm already excited for whatever they really have to say. I'm just gonna put that out there. I don't even know what they have to say.
I think I remember hearing a summary of the C3 ones, and Sony's conference is basically explaining why they're jumping into the games industry.
Oh yeah, there's the PlayStation.
Ah.
Raging boner. I think we're in the right direction.
By the way, I am currently in the Gaming Elite 1% in that I own a PlayStation 5.
Multimedia marketplace. The Sony
Nice.
Electronic Publishing Company.
It will collect dust for a
Sony
year and a half
Corporation of
before
America
any good
CEO
games come out
Michael
for
Sony
it.
appointed all full of
You gotta buy it from a
Business
scalper, because then
Operation.
you know it's good.
As president, Olaf directs rollout
Demon Souls and
operations
Astro's
for
Playroom
buildings
is good.
including
I've heard good things
Sony
about
Computer
Miles
Entertainment
Morales.
of America, Sony Computer Entertainment
Um,
of Europe, Sony ImageSoft,
But what I
and
was
Sony
going to say is,
Sequences.
Astro's
They also
Playroom,
oversee sales
I
and
gotta
marketing
say,
operations for Sony's
best
CD-ROM
packing title
broadcast division.
since Wii Sports.
At the same time, Olaf finds time to write. Today, he's written 3 novels, a collection
This
of
guy's
short
got a good
stories and
mustache.
play.
Like,
His latest novel,
even on its own,
Absolution, has been
it's not that
published by
long,
Random
but
House.
it's a great, charming little platformer. But on top of that, they throw in so many references to Sony PlayStation
And the
history.
story doesn't end there.
It is like
Olaf is also
the
a
perfect
physicist at
love
Brandeis
letter.
University. In total, his background reflects
Sounds
a
like fun.
synthesis of talents.
Yeah, you should get it when you buy PlayStation 5 in 2026.
Without any further delay,
You know,
I'm pleased to
once-
introduce
Yeah.
you to Olaf Olafsson.
Are we getting rid of the good mustache guy?
Oh, they're having more than one person doing the talking?
Thank you very much.
No, well, they
You can tell from the
kept
video
tradition.
that I don't represent a conventional video game company. This morning, I hope to show you
I think their audio is actually a little better than Sega's.
our industry.
Oh,
Yeah,
by a
like,
long
yeah,
shot.
they're like we're different.
I'm going to
That's
start by
what they're
discussing this industry that Sony is about to enter. The
Yeah,
interactive
Sega should be
and
sweating bullets about now.
platform business.
Oh, look at that
First,
PowerPoint.
let me note that I'm pleased I'm not welcoming
Wow,
all of you
PowerPoint. We are
to
getting
Philadelphia.
pretty. This is getting. The budget's getting a little thick now.
By that I mean that it's obvious to us
Was
all.
Microsoft PowerPoint like a premium product at any point in time?
I believe it was premium in its early stages. Well, I mean, it's just more affordable nowadays.
Accelerating to the tune of $5 billion in annual sales has
$5
moved us
billion.
from the previous parking lot. And it's no coincidence that Sony's PlayStation introduction coincides with this development. There is significant activity underway in the marketplace.
Oh, he
Now
has a
is the
nice
time
accent.
For a definitive technology.
I mean, I think he's like
5 billion in sales is an impressive
Yeah.
He knows
achievement.
that he has
British.
But as we move forward, we need to look carefully at where we're headed as an industry.
Sounds
As an industry, we need to ask the
I'd
question.
say it's more
our chemical answer today.
Japanese.
How can we expand
I'm just kidding.
How can we move beyond the current dip in the hardware cycle at 16-bit and reach our 6, 7,
I think this
Yeah,
is
this
their
does seem like a shareholder.
yeah. I think this is their predicted growth.
The answer, simply enough,
Yeah.
begins with technology. We all
They
know
probably
that
weren't that
this
far off, in all honesty.
Advances in technology come and go about every 5 years, 4-bit, 8-bit, 16-bit, and each new technology has promoted growth in both hardware and software sales. Now, however, we're in a position to grow much, much faster. In the 16-bit past, technology certainly got us closer to achieving our creative goals, but not nearly close enough. And this is evident by the pending collapse of the 16-bit platforms, which are all witnessing much faster than anyone anticipated. Let's look at 16-bit technology for a second.
Well, I don't know what's causing your echo because I'm not hearing anything.
That made it
I know,
nearly
it's 'cause it's coming
impossible
from your
for the creative community to move beyond riddle-based puzzle-type games.
Well, it's
Look at
not
sports
bad.
games, games where the consumer craved realism. The software community certainly did its best to deliver, but it was still extremely restricted. In the movies, it would be the equivalent of directing a film where the hero could only move from side to side, and the special effects consisted of a scrolling background.
This guy's actually doing a good job explaining it to
Like the
non-gamer
Shawshank
people.
Redemption.
Yeah.
How compelling would it be
I have to
if
say
Tim
this
Robbins
conference is
and
definitely
Morgan Freeman
better
could
budget
only speak
and
for 20
better
minutes
spoken for. And they're talking not only to the investors, but strategically talking to the people that are probably watching this as well.
Yeah, like you gotta keep in mind, if Sega's on the Saturn right now, this means they're starting their decline.
Or at least they're not adapting.
Consumers expect
Because the Saturn flopped hard.
It really did. Mario got him pretty bad.
This urge for instant access to entertainment applies to all content media and always has. To books, to compact discs, to video cassettes.
I'm waiting for them to, since we're in the 1990s, I'm waiting for them to lay out, yes, this is accessible to the common plebs.
Hey, Evan, what are those things on the left? On the left there. Yeah. What are those?
He said his IQ dropped another.
Finding out how to load the software. It's an extremely frustrating experience for the
Dude, I guess this was the calling card for every company. It's like, computer were so slow getting entertainment, bro. They were really slow back
My
then.
point here is that our future lies in delivering easy access to enhance
Yeah, they
Computers drool, consoles rule.
No, easy access, better technology.
the game. We must replace
just-
the game
That's an interesting analogy.
of interactive entertainment.
Just wait till they can't use this in the computer anymore because the computer's just so much superior. So they're like, Xbox rules, PlayStation better, and then reverse on Xbox
And
side.
our gamers are demanding to the nth power. Our
Xbox was such a
consumer
big, unwieldy,
digital
clunky
kid who
console.
expects technology to be different
Honestly.
every
Really
day.
interesting to see what
He
they...
can't remember anything before MTV.
Their controllers were also way too large.
He lives in a fast-moving technoscape with the sound
Oh, yeah.
and the 20-second commercial.
Why is today's gamer's head on a plate?
He eats shock radio for breakfast. The internet is
Because
his
that's
lunch.
He's talking
If we
about
continue to serve him
the
food
diet
stolen
of the
games,
average
he'll
gamer
leave the table.
in terms
As
of
a
their
result,
media diet.
we'll never grow as an industry. So the question is, how do we become dinner?
You see, Sony, they were with it. They were already calling us gamers.
Let's use phrase.
They want to become dinner.
And that's just what we at Sony had in mind. Next generation technology.
Sony, Nintendo, they're settled. They're happy to just take the breakfast spot. Us, we want that primo dinner plate.
You know, back here, it seems like immersive entertainment actually means something. Whenever somebody says it now, it's just, I'm just like buzzword.
It's because there's no real concrete definition for it.
Media which have consistently delivered technological advances to enhance entertainment.
Honestly, the PlayStation
and
looked
to
good,
stimulate
too.
industry growth.
Oh yeah,
Look how smooth it looked.
We would never be watching them today
Like,
without better technology,
I kind of really like the designs of older consoles. I like
advances in camera equipment, sound stages.
a lot of modern consoles. This generation isn't so bad, but a lot of the more modern consoles look kind of like just
intellectually
DVD players.
and emotionally.
Fair.
Well, that's always been the case,
Uses
honestly.
target several senses. The same applies to
Well,
television.
look, we've our newest consoles. One of them's literally SpongeBob SquarePants, and the other one's just,
The movie
you know,
star,
I love
stereo
the
sound,
design
bigger
for the
screens,
Switch.
visual radio,
And
the advance of MTV.
everything about it. Nintendo has done the best they've ever done. I
Better
think.
deliver the movie
oh, well, we're
experience
talking
at
the
home.
Switch, I was talking like Xbox and PlayStation. I mean, PlayStation, we're talking about thickness. I mean, the PlayStation is thick.
I would be satisfied if they didn't do any more like quirky innovations with their consoles. They just made Switch 2. I'd be completely satisfied.
In the entertainment
They don't even need a Switch.
And like the movies and
Yeah.
television,
I'm just saying though.
grows from better hardware and better technology.
No, you're wrong. We need a console that can do everything. We need it to drive us to work. I need it to feed me my lunch, and I need it to wish me happy birthday only on Saturdays.
Yeah, and your e-girlfriend has...
And it has to look like Hatsune Miku.
Your e-waifu.
I believe we're
Yes.
And then she can cook your diet of barbecue
many of
bugs.
you in this room have created in a
Sorry,
remarkably
social
short
credit
period
score
of
doesn't
time.
go so
As big as the domestic motion
You know, I
picture
literally thought that was a joke.
And
For like a
today,
year.
What, the social credit score they have in China?
biggest consumers,
Yes.
the gamers.
Oh, China is so fucking
More
scary,
time to
dude.
buy interactive entertainment
And
than
before
anyone
this
ever
video gets taken
Who
down.
was it?
You know, before this, as you said, before the video gets taken down, at least we're
If you
adopting the
look
social
at how
credit score.
movie and
Wait, what?
television entertainment improved over the years, you'll notice how much more believable the entertainment became.
But
This is a lesson
needless to
our
say,
entertainment teach.
Yeah, so he's comparing the gaming industry to the entertainment industry at large. This
Yeah.
is smart.
For the viewers. to
Honestly, I
suspend
can see
disbelief.
why they go on to dominate.
Viewers encountered technology which became more invisible.
they knew what they were talking about.
The
They had this
technology
figured out.
delivered a more seamless experience, which ultimately became more involving entertainment.
They probably picked up a few things from Nintendo when originally they were making the PlayStation for them as well.
The digital kid will not get
So I imagine they're probably not jumping in blind.
standard graphics, animation, and so
Oh,
on.
definitely not.
We gotta get him pulled into the game.
Man,
Story, and to get him-
Nintendo really botched
This
that
is the
decision.
entertainment I alluded to earlier. PlayStation
To not
They
pick
still
up
did
Sony?
fine, even with those cartridges.
was developed to
And
deliver
however much
immersive,
they suck.
totally
Nintendo 64 still did
absorbing
really
entertainment
well.
experience.
Yeah. But like,
Games mostly spoke for
Sony is a
themselves,
company.
that's why.
imagine if they went through on that partnership, and today Sony's and Nintendo's catalogs were one and the same.
Advances to radio,
Ugh.
portable music with a
Imagine if you had Breath of the Wild
the digital era.
and Uncharted on the same system.
Everything we do is entertainment.
They might be giants, but I think they would conform to social pressures a lot more quickly if Nintendo and Sony were together.
TV series, home video, movie
Which is
theaters.
unfortunate because nowadays the social pressures really wrecking games, if you ask me.
I mean, honestly, most games in the
The
West are never
technology and
even finished on
entertainment
time.
will deliver with the PlayStation.
When they're
That's
they're
what-
released,
Ancillary
that's just
to
like
any other.
Yeah, because companies announce games way too early.
exactly. Honestly, you should only announce the game when it's like when it's in the beta phase. And
In
it's
the
been
bug
tested
testing
already.
stage, yeah.
Yeah, like it's like, oh, we have this game, and then you do a demo for a couple months, and then you really release the game.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what they used to do in E3, because if you saw all the game footage, that actually looked like
Done.
game footage.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean.
Do you remember Anthem's game footage? Wait a minute, sorry, that was wrong. They didn't have any good game footage.
Anthem, what's that? Don't you mean Marvel's Avengers?
So, one thing about the PlayStation that I hated was that it only had 2 controller ports, and you had to get the
Multi-tap.
yeah, and that thing sucked, and it did not work reliably ever. It was really annoying, and you had to like reset the game in order to plug it in. That was another annoying thing about
Yeah.
systems back then, is you had to actually reset the game and have it off before you put in the controller, or else it won't detect it.
Let me boot up Asterix Playroom, actually. Look at my artifact collection.
You remember when some games were so creative that they'd use your controller ports as part of the game, like Metal Gear Solid?
In the gaming world, a little ripple just isn't enough.
What's up with this eye transition? That is like common right now.
It's the biggest meme in 1995.
Level did they need?
Oh look, Yoshi's Island. Hey, that was Sonic.
They're throwing Nintendo Sony.
Oh,
The PlayStation thing, guys.
they're like subtly being like, "Hey Nintendo, this could have been yours."
The game, putting players in demand of the most powerful game
Look
console.
at the graphics, which admittedly are really good right now for the time.
Guy.
Is he high?
It's a power station, ultra fast,
Oh man, he's definitely.
24-bit for 4,000 sprites,
Oh snap!
JPEG video for full 30 frames,
3D geometry.
1.5 million polygons.
Ooh, Mech Assault.
The equivalent of 500 million instructions
This
per
kind of commercial,
second.
it seems like it's more appealing when people actually know about it.
I think Sony was one of the first companies to try to push for a demographic that wasn't kids.
They take fate into their own
Like, some games, individual games back in the Sega Nintendo era did it, but as a console manufacturer as a whole, I think everyone was still marketing directly to younger audiences.
That.
I wish they wouldn't show the guys though.
Yeah.
But you gotta see how much he's enjoying the game, Evan.
Oh, he's getting punched in real life. That's how cool this game is.
A first aid station.
It looks like Sega.
It's the PlayStation.
Oh, it's a baseball.
Oh look! PS1 Tech Demo Dinosaur.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Like, they had such an advantage.
Look at him. He's getting brainwashed. He's blinking. Oh,
No, it actually does feel like a little brain.
Only when you overthink it, though.
No,
But
really,
that's a
I'm not
problem.
overthinking it, though. It's just kind of there.
it's just they keep blinking like, yes, enjoy, consume, look,
Let's
look.
see.
The talent behind
I've got my artifact collection in Astro's Playroom up on here. Wait, hold on. The multi-tap had memory card slots?
forces already are producing a new standard in interactive entertainment. Names that include electronic arts, natural,
Why would...
interplay,
Can you explain why the multi-tap had memory card
Sony's
slots?
own studios, and many, many more.
So you can have more memory.
Proven winners are now on the PlayStation team.
So basically...
It can only hold so much. And it, honestly,
So basically it also doubled as a way to have more memory at the same time.
precisely.
Okay, that's actually a nice little bonus.
A commitment that also means short.
Let's see, what PlayStation 1 artifacts are there here?
Not the big
That's
huge
PS2.
The risks associated with
Okay.
all-based cartridges are about to become a thing of the past.
So at some point they released a PS1 LCD monitor,
Its full experience.
so you can take your PlayStation on the go.
500 million instructions per
Wow.
second.
It was just so much more
Behind the
powerful.
workstation. Broadcast quality
Like,
sound,
and it was easier to develop
video,
for, too.
30 frames per
Because
second.
they didn't have to convert it into
3D animated graphics generated in real time.
Seriously, Sega should be sweating bullets right about now.
They are. I mean, they basically ditched the Saturn before it had any proper chance to get support, and jumped on the Dreamcast, which I think was one of the things that led to its downfall. Because people were like, well, it looks nice and all, but why would I get it when there's a chance you might just abandon it like 2-3 years later?
The Dreamcast was really impressive, actually, but
Yeah.
not many people
All
had
of our
it.
PlayStation
It was much
ones,
bigger in
You
Japan.
realize the retail movement.
Let's see.
Price.
There's the PlayStation Mouse.
Absorb an unequal interactive experience. They
Uh,
will be sold names behind
I think, yeah. The PlayStation was also the first console that had like dedicated memory cards.
$400 for the play. In Japan, under the leadership
Uh,
of Sega Tokunaka, Sony Computer
Back of the discs were black because they were CDs.
of hardware.
Yeah, this is really highlighting the power of the technology it was supporting. I mean, shoot, CDs are. If I remember it, CDs just now became really huge.
Yeah.
Yep.
That brings this only true.
Oh, look, there's a high gamer again, the guy who's high.
I don't like that guy
Some of
creeps
you
me
might
out.
not
showing
like
it.
this.
We need Sega to send you.
No, the PlayStation was prepared, and they picked the exact right time. They knew they were too.
Steve Race, join me for
Very impressive.
brief
If anyone comes after Sony, they should just say, "Hey guys, we know Sony's great, but can you like give us 5 seconds?" A third speaker.
$2.99.
Oh, that's
Yep.
it. Ballsy.
Yay!
So it was $100 more expensive than Nintendo.
Look how much this one word riled up that crowd.
You see, Sony are what made E3 what it is today.
Yeah, I mean, get rid of this
Rest
comment.
these rooms about Steve
Game cover.
Yeah, because they realized the first people were boring, and they said, "Wow, Sony's got a go. We need to do that."
All the cool kids have
We've
so.
achieved
Like, they're still only talking to investors, but it's clear that unlike Sega, they're putting effort into not only making the conference informative, but also memorable.
Then the gamer will find more than 20 titles at over 12,000 retail outlets nationwide.
I mean, just imagine for a second just being an audience member and thinking that this is going to be another boring slog. You know what I mean?
And then just some guy walks up, says $2.99, and walks off stage.
And then everyone just loses their minds.
This could have been better if some guy, shirtless with a six-pack, walks up dressed like Johnny Cage. Mortal Kombat music plays in the background. Are you ready?
We at Sony believe that new technology will light the path to a renaissance for this industry. And in partnership with the creative community and the retail community, we look forward to a bright future empowered by technology that continuously renewed by creativity. I hope you'll enjoy this first truly dedicated interactive entertainment show. Before I leave the podium, I'm going to ask you to sit back for a few seconds and watch a short video, and I thank you for the time you took to listen.
So when did they start bringing on the cheerleaders? When did that become a thing?
Booth babes?
Something that's done. Here
He's back! He's back! And he's still going crazy!
we go. He's brilliant.
Yeah.
But he's like looking at you, looking at your soul. Play this game. Play with me.
This is what video game characters see when you're playing their games.
Oh snap. Nintendo!
Alright, Nintendo, let's go.
Sony's was really good. It didn't overstay its welcome. It was really informative. It had a few one or two memorable moments.
Hey, bring back the guy with the mustache. He's good.
Thank you, Pat, and good morning, everyone. Well, this certainly is a
Welcome.
great
Say hello to the personification of your dad who works at the local office building.
That's especially true for
That's what
those of us
corporations
who
are,
have
Shaden.
been involved.
Yeah, but this guy especially. I mean, look at his fucking hair.
For one thing, this show.
I mean, if I
focused
had any
our
hair today, I would actually
specific,
probably do
form
that.
He's a
of
contributing
fun
member of
serves, I
society,
think,
bro.
to
He is.
Fuck contributing to society. I want to play video games.
as a permanent form of
You're the problem, Shaden.
Part of the
today,
state.
when this business could
You're probably
be just a passing fad are fortunately long gone. And the future of this business would appear to be very bright indeed. But
He
like
says it with
any
such enthusiasm.
relatively new and
It's gonna be so
growing
great, guys.
industry, we do face some challenges.
Believe me, it's gonna be
That's
great.
what I'd like to
Should we
talk
rate
about this
all
morning.
conferences after every year?
Incidentally,
Do it.
That's not a bad idea. I already know that Sega are probably going to be at the bottom.
think that I'm either
Probably.
a visionary or an idiot.
And we should rate it on a scale of 1 to 10 Belle Delphines. doing
No,
the
thank
eyebrow
you.
face.
Which side of the fence they're on.
Also, it's called a Higao.
Just to avoid any
Because I'm a
confusion, I
filthy pleb, I
decided
get
this
it.
morning
I
to
thought this was
wear
a pleb
my
Productions.
hat. I suspect that there may be some in the audience who think that the challenges that our industry faces are distinctly Nintendo's. After all, isn't Nintendo the company that is still pouring significant resources and creativity into 16-bit video games?
Says
And the
it with such
industry seems
enthusiasm.
intent on moving on.
It honestly didn't matter
Well,
though,
yes,
because
we
the games
are.
were still good.
We intend to keep doing it. We have
That's true. I
no
mean,
plans
Nintendo's
to
always had good
abandon
games.
this huge installed base.
I'll be interested to see the transition from this to My Body Is Ready.
And isn't Nintendo the company
My body is
launching
ready.
Virtual Boy, an entirely new type of video game? one where the interface is a pair of goggles instead of a
Wait, is that basically when we start entering the meme area?
Wait, are they talking about the Virtual Boy right now?
Well, that's us. We're confident that game players are going to love not only this
They don't even have the word game.
entertainment experience offered by Virtual Boy.
You see? Sony's hip with the kids.
Retail price of $117.95.
They did. They had it in their presentation up on the screen. They had gamers.
Yep.
Oh snap!
So Sony's way ahead of these people.
Very confident that we will
I
meet.
mean, that's what gamer means.
But the challenges that I'd like to talk about this morning are
Let's talk about
really not
the people that play our
Nintendo.
games.
They happen to be challenges that impact every interactive entertainment company. Certainly, one of the biggest challenges that we all face is how to continually entertain and excite our core consumer. Of course, in our case, that's the avid video game player, young and old alike. Let me explain how Nintendo has, just this past week, responded to that challenge. It seems to me, as a veteran of nearly 15 years in this industry, that the peaks and valleys of video game business over any given period of time mirror very closely.
We're an hour in, and this video is 3 hours long, so I don't know whatever conferences are going to be here.
I suppose you could even
Is it something we can skip if it's really boring?
We'll find out.
I call it the
Because I don't think Xbox is a thing yet, or Microsoft's a thing.
No.
It's because you can find the other
Every time someone creates
Yeah.
a video game masterpiece,
Xbox didn't show up until like PlayStation 2.
This is just E3 95.
Yeah.
game players always recognize
Yep.
quality, and they enthusiastically
But what could they talk about next?
witness the
There better be some
Saturn
cheerleaders.
animating
Let me just go E3 96, etc. If they even have them on this.
Oh look, Donkey Kong!
last November.
Dude, that's not Donkey Kong, that's Mario. Frick you.
Likewise, once we give consumers a Donkey Kong Country,
Dude, Donkey Kong
they
Country
naturally
is
expect
hard,
that everything
but
else
amazing
out there
platform.
on store
It is
shelves
true.
and everything to come
True. Or Donkey
just
Kong
as good.
with drums.
If not better,
Also,
in terms of
it's proof
entertainment
that
value.
DK is a selfish
And
motherfucker.
it's this
Who won't give
never-ending
the
quest
keyboards all the fans.
Only DK allowed to eat banana.
Ultra 64.
Oh. Have they not even released the N64 yet? When did the...
No, this is 95, so yeah, they would have been released, but I think.
Because Ultra 64 sounds like a prototype name. Where's my phone?
64-bit platform. I can tell you that Silicon Graphics and
Is my phone on the
Nintendo
floor?
have created an extraordinarily powerful
Yeah, there it is.
hardware platform.
So since we don't have webcams to send feed pics to the chat, can we just send feed pics to the chat through the chat?
Please don't send them to me.
Before Redford, even though he finally got a job, he's like,
In before Redford makes his own foot wiki page.
my brother constantly jokes, it's like, OnlyFans,
Over the
feed
past
pics.
2 years, SGI's graphics technology
Foot wiki is a thing, by the way.
Sorry, it doesn't matter for good
raise
looking.
the entertainment bar.
I'm just saying my feet would be beautiful because they're Hobbit's feet.
Which, by the way, Feet Wiki is a thing. They even rate people's feet.
Super NES, which are debuting
Well,
here at E3.
that's creepy.
There's always a guy, yeah, there's always a
Game
guy
players later
in the
this summer
comments
and
that's like,
fall.
feet on X page.
Simply raise that quality bar even higher, beyond Donkey Kong Country.
Beyond
Certainly,
Donkey
in my
Kong
mind,
Country.
to a
Ooh.
level equal to any
That reminds me that I never beat
software
DK64.
being exhibited
Oh yeah, no!
at E3.
Fucking the N64 comes out in September 29th, 1996.
Okay, so it is a prototype.
Simply must be
Fucking
better.
not only did Sony up the N64 commercially, but they beat them to the punch.
That level
Yes.
of quality.
By a
Yeah,
lot.
so it seems like timing is
There's
the
simply no
part of the
question
plan,
about
for
it.
sure. And that's
In
even
fact,
immediately evident here.
change the rules again on ourselves and our third-party publishers.
Like, the hype is way lower
You
for
will
the
see
conference.
Nintendo's always been
Nintendo
amazing about
Ultra
third-party
64
publishers,
games
though.
this
You always get the
November
craziest
published
shit out of Nintendo. Like,
at
they
the
have they have a lot of good games, but they have the
when
most
we
flops.
officially unveiled a new
Yeah,
product.
Sony and Microsoft, they have a few really notable exclusive series. Sorry, let me rephrase. Sony has a few really good exclusive series. Microsoft has exclusives, but those all release on PC anyway.
We have, I believe, remained faithful to the people
Beyond those, though,
who purchase our games.
all the games on those systems are either multi-platform or released on PC.
But every company must
Nintendo is the only place you can go for a Mario game or a Zelda game or...
Yep.
move
And the
beyond
brand recognition
those kind of internal decisions
in terms of characters.
to what I consider a far more dangerous challenge that confronts all of
And
us.
it's so somber. It's like, we have this challenge, and we must deal with this
One
challenge.
which applies not only to Nintendo,
I mean, I would be intimidated as fuck. by
Nintendo,
I want to see the console wars turned into an anime.
entertainment software
That
companies.
reminds me of that one webcomic,
Regardless
which is
of hardware
Browser Girls.
Yeah.
The challenge that I want to address this morning
Yes.
affects every
Was it
person.
Merryweather Comics or whatever?
Yeah, Merryweather Comics.
I'm looking it up now.
They're literally just a thirst trap artist.
I mean,
First
come on,
trap?
Big titty. Big titty.
No, yeah, lots of sexual stuff.
Oh, that sounds like my kind of comic.
It's a great comic because, you know, the PlayStation's getting really close to the Xbox and they're kind of
It's just
wrapping up.
it's like a joke.
Counterfeit software.
Super wild
The
card.
one displayed here is marketed under the name Super Wild.
And it's fully voice acted, so you know the chicks are hot.
Appropriate because into the future of interactive entertainment,
What the heck is
that's
it?
precisely what it represents.
It's an add-on of some kind, but I don't know what it does.
Products like it
It probably does
immediately
things.
expand the already
Very insightful.
for software
I know, I try to be helpful.
into the borderless reaches of cyberspace. And there,
The borderless reaches of
The
cyberspace
prospect
as
for
governments try to,
protecting our businesses,
in 2021.
for protecting our employees, for
Tighten their
protecting
grip.
the products of our
You can't talk about anything we don't approve of.
Dude, the internet wasn't
Before we
regulated
move into
at
that
all.
future, let me start by
It was the Wild West.
And yet it was also a more
the
innocent
last
place
few
somehow.
months.
Somehow.
I will hold forevermore that the internet was like nice and free until like 2009 when boomers started getting on Facebook
Business
and
software
running
lines
everything.
And then the Facebookers attacked.
Basically, yeah.
At over $15 billion.
4chan and Redditors fought back endlessly.
Counterfeiters are now putting a
Yeah,
dozen
Reddit
hours
is another
with popular music.
Reddit
On a single
it
audio
used to be
CD,
something until
selling it
the
for a couple
Facebookers
dollars.
attacked.
We know that bootleg copies of Disney's
But yet,
Lion King
4chan is
video
the only hope that we have for a free internet.
Long
Dude,
before
VHS
it
tapes had
was
really freaking cool
store
covers
shelf
back
here
in the
this
day.
country.
I love the way they were put together.
But I want to concentrate
Only-
on the impact of
Have you ever
counterfeit
held one, Chin?
to our interactive entertainment.
No, actually. I have held a VHS tape, but I don't think I've ever held one that came with its own dedicated box. If I did, I know I've seen VHSs in boxes, but I don't know if those were like rebuys or...
Yeah.
Dude, if you ever held that plastic box as it clips on, clips off, folds and unfolds, and all the pamphlets on the inside.
Remember when video games came with instruction manuals?
Those were the best. I miss those expressions. They were really cool.
Remember when the instruction manual was actually part of the game?
And those were really cool. They had the best game, man.
Oh, and they were so good for wasting time on the shitter.
Third-party
Yeah.
publishers. Nintendo and Sega pretty much define the current.
They really
video
helped
game
hype the game.
But
Oh, and you just see them bash Sega, they're like, Nintendo's better than Sega.
Counterfeit.
No, I mean they've been dominating the market.
Worldwide revenue losses to Nintendo and its third-party.
I mean, it's just a
publishers
flex.
from all pirated activity.
Look at that flex.
came to a
Look at that flex.
And I suspect that Sega had
Though notice how they left out Sony.
to look at
They don't want to talk about that.
Nintendo and Sega product.
And they should be sweating bullets.
In fact, there is a much more accurate way to represent the current state of affairs in the real world.
The real world?
Major player.
Counterfeit.
Snap, the counterfeits. Oh.
Dude, counterfeit games there were so many back then.
Oh, do you remember that one? I think it was like either Saturn or Dreamcast. They had a demo disc where if you inputted a certain cheat code, you basically just got access to the full game.
That's awesome.
I remember my dad, when he was deployed, he would get these Game Boy Color games that were like 100 games in one.
Right.
Man.
64-bit resolution.
Older Nintendo consoles were made of some sturdy ass stuff.
Nintendo.
Like,
The Nintendo. Yep.
we've all heard the story of that one Game Boy that like survived a missile, right?
Yes. Yeah, it's in the museum.
Yeah, and it's still, you can't take the cartridge out because it's melted in, but it still fucking plays.
Yeah, I remember dropping that SP a billion times and it still survived.
Yeah, now you can't
DS
drop
was really tough as well.
True.
The only thing as durable as a Nintendo handheld back in the day, is a Nokia phone.
Yep.
Let me show you what I mean.
But nowadays we try to play games on our phones and our phones break the moment you drop it on paper or something.
You know, okay, so my current phone it's an Android. Android phone, Samsung.
Ooh, look at that.
I dropped it once when I first got it. When I first got it, I dropped it immediately. Crack across the screen. I have dropped it a million times since, and it still only has that one crack.
Now, I can't tell you how many random dreams I've had of getting counterfeit Nintendo 64 games.
Wait, what?
Random recurring dreams I've had.
That is a very specific thing to dream
I
about.
know. It'll be like, that's what dreams are like for me. It's like that, or I go into the candy store at 7-Eleven and everything's 11 cents.
But you can only get 7 things, right?
So,
Like, I don't know what, I guess there was a fear of it back then.
It's what? So you literally go and buy a game, you get Donkey Kong, and when you put it in, you figure out it's counterfeit, you go, no!
so, fun story my mum once told me. From her brother when they were younger. One time her brother, he walks into the sweet shop. He picks up this pack of sweets. Places on the counter. He walks up to the counter. Looks the person working it straight in the eye. And he's not joking, he's dead serious. He asks her, "How much are your penny chews?"
What? What's a penny chew?
Yeah, so Nintendo's biggest issue seems to be counterfeits overseas in other countries. Because they're thinking global at this point.
I've never seen penny chews myself, but obviously they're kind of sweet. But you can see what's so funny about that, right?
I don't know what a penny chew is.
The joke isn't what the sweet is, it's that the price is in the name.
Oh, that's what's... okay, I get what it is. What's the price of a penny chew? That's funny.
And he's asking how much are your penny chews. Not as a joke, completely seriously.
I need to know. How much is a penny chew? Okay.
One piece, eh?
Human beings are 44% of the world's population. And many of the people in these countries
So, good to see even back then Nintendo was really cracking down on emulation. No.
Nope, no emulation.
Subject, I'm gonna rant.
Well, I actually think that Nintendo should crack down on emulation because they need to keep their games safe and the copyright
Yeah,
safe.
and let them die
And
because
that's
they don't republish them. Because they you spend $60.
No, Evan, they republish them. It's just, you gotta wait while they release one game a month on their new online service. That'll be reset to 0 when the new console comes out.
I mean, I know it's cheaper, like $4 a month, but
undeniably threatens
it still
the jobs
sucks.
of hundreds of
Like,
It
thousands
does.
of Americans,
Nintendo is really good at what they've always done, but they just don't put any effort into
including a
new
number
stuff.
of
That's what it
people in
seems
this
like.
room.
These legacy re-releases, like the Mario HD All-Stars and the Fire Emblem finally getting a localization, and I'm getting really worried they're starting to pull like a Disney Vault type situation.
Obtains taught us a few things. As we see it, effective deterrence in any country requires at least three things. First, there must be laws which fully protect creators of intellectual property. Second, the
This is
will
more
and
like an
ability
actual
to
business
enforce those laws must exist.
Yeah.
That means both stringent customs work.
They're not even talking about the N64 they're making. They're just talking about, we gotta stop the counterfeiters!
Of the
It
U.S.
is true that
Trade
Nintendo games got
Yeah.
freaking
Bootlegged?
pirated
as
and
the
counterfeited
single
way
most
more often
effective
than for other
means
companies.
right now.
I think that's because Nintendo made a big deal about it, and just because you tell people not to, they want to do it more.
Yeah, the Streisand effect.
Property around the world should not be the responsibility of the U.S. government alone. It seems to me that all governments need to recognize that there is no safe haven, and there should be no safe haven for pirates. Whether they
Yeah,
board
pirates should
ships
just
as
go
in
to
the
other
old
places
days
in the
or
world for this stuff like
manufacture fake products in violation of somebody else's.
It's like the video game black market. I've never thought of
It
it that
doesn't
way.
stop just with governments.
Now that he
Unless
brings it up, like,
industry as well
it kind of was.
is a full and active participant, and I mean time and money from every viable company within an industry. Enforcement will
Like,
fail.
I'm just imagining, like, actual, like, cartoony seafaring pirates with hook hands and peg legs, and they open up a chest, and it's just full of fucking Super NES cartridges.
Big and small must do its share in one way or the other. Finally, deterrent
This is
number
not the type of
three
pirate
would seem to
campaign
be
you were
the
expecting, that's for sure.
simple understanding.
It's like, alright guys, we're playing a pirate
In some
campaign.
ways,
Meanwhile, you're
Yeah, you play it like
people from
a
Southeast
Some
Asia
governments may actually see
trying to
short-term
pirate software.
No. You give them that setup. You play it completely straight, like a normal fantasy or, historical pirate campaign. Until they finally get the first treasure chest that they track down. They open it up, and you tell them, inside,
wild card. Let me
there is a mountain
tell you a
of
little bit more about it.
N64 cartridges.
Being manufactured right now in
It's like a
Taiwan and
weird-
Hong Kong.
That's awesome.
Which is readily available around the world.
And then the campaign just spirals from there.
Oh, it's fantastic for the Super NES.
Sucks the computer code right off the silicon.
Sega did it first.
Directly onto a floppy disk. Cost is not cheap, $200 to $500.
Wow.
But obviously, this is not a big obstacle. Currently, sales of these
Oh.
devices in Hong Kong alone
This is what's
are
been
running at fully
pirated.
40%
This
of the unit
device.
volume. of
Apparently can
16-bit
pirate it
consoles.
directly and be put on a floppy.
And the reason is simple.
That's crazy.
That investment makes possible the perfect copy of any available video game cartridge in the world for the minimal cost of a floppy disk. In fact, while you wait, parlors utilizing these copiers have sprung up throughout Hong Kong, where a consumer can walk into a shop, point at 6 or 8 his favorite video game titles, and walk out carrying floppy disks containing maybe $400 or
Wow.
$500.
Did he just say floppy disk?
Games
Yes.
for just a couple of dollars.
Well,
Copies of the games. The Super Nintendo games are all about
Consider
Yeah.
this, in
1
Hong
megabyte
Kong,
or less.
a market
So it could be
with
fit
an
on a
installed
floppy disk.
base of over 500,000.
and you gotta remember, back then, floppy disks, they were still more common than CDs, I think.
remember having to use one for
Yeah.
released
True.
last year, Sonic and Knuckles.
As I said earlier, I played Doom on a floppy.
200 pieces. 200. And if you think home is a long way away,
Kids nowadays, they don't know what floppies are.
here's an advertisement from the current issue
Says
American
US
someone who is still borderline a kid this day.
offering, and I quote,
I'm like 20. I'm
add-on
not a kid
video
anymore.
game systems that
We're all
hook up
adults here,
easily
right?
to
I'm like
existing
16.
systems, end quote. The payoff, according to
I think.
this ad, parents and
Redford, you
players
have to be 18
rejoice.
plus
Pay
to
60
enter.
cents a game,
This is really
Oh.
bad, though.
Oh, no.
Go figure, Nintendo's paranoid.
Hmm.
what this
They're
device
like, that's all they're talking about.
represents
The weird
This
thing
guy.
is that this actually spurs the pirates forward. Because if you think
limitless,
about it,
borderless,
I mean,
and all
emulation is
lawless
legal,
reaches
but
of
like
cyberspace.
Nintendo emulators are always the most sophisticated.
We in
the
the video
fastest.
game
Yeah.
business now face all
Because as long as you actually own a copy of the game, it is actually perfectly legal to emulate it.
like it or not, our software is posted
It's only if you're emulating a game you don't own that it's illegal.
as soon as it comes down.
But what if they don't give you the ability to own it?
In a sense, though,
That's where
our
why
task
this has
is
been
even
such
more
an issue
difficult.
with the Nintendo.
Game preservation.
Morality
Yeah,
among
yeah, basically,
adults
yeah.
perhaps interested in a single spreadsheet program. We're faced with explaining ethics and intellectual property rights to a world full of
The intellectual
teenagers
property
who
right.
rise
Yeah,
for
seriously,
our
Evan, you're
own
right. This is
opinions.
just, if I was a hacker, I'd be like, all right, come on, bring it, Nintendo. Let's see
They're
what you got."
basically explaining how easy it is to steal their games.
And it'd be like, great,
It's
gonna do it.
I don't know.
Touch
I
it.
mean, people don't pirate
Or even
games
identify.
like that anymore, though.
Yeah.
And they don't
More
sell
of these
them.
suspected
So,
escapists
I guess they did a
by
good job.
system. Unlike the
I
typical
guess. I mean, they still
video
get
game
emulated the
counterfeiter
crap out of.
working with millions of cartridges over tens of square feet of manufacturing space.
Not the newer
The
games.
cyberspace pirate can destroy material evidence in the matter of a few keystrokes. For those who believe that cyberspace holds the greatest promise for individual writers, artists,
But it does.
and even business people, let me suggest that in the near term, those who may benefit most are the lawyers and the crooks.
Well, maybe lawyers
The
do,
lawyer
but
by
maybe
putting that, I
crooks.
do distinguish between the two.
I mean, they may not be necessarily wrong on that, but
What is yet to
it's
be
still a
balanced
business.
in cyberspace is the right
This
to
is a
freedom
game
of speech
conference,
on
my
the one
friend.
hand and the
Memorable
right
second
to
one, I'll tell you that.
privacy on the other.
Okay, I'll give you that. There is some excitement to be had here.
Man, when was the last time you heard the internet referred to as cyberspace?
Because unfortunately for many on
In
the
the 90s.
internet, it would appear that the right of privacy is
Why did we ever drop that? Cyberspace is such a cool word.
part of the individual,
I think we still refer to it in the VR world as the cyberspace, but that's about it.
but to some, corporate privacy in
What
the
else
form of
is it called? What do we call it? We just call it the
intellectual property
internet.
doesn't seem to exist at all. In the words of the
That's true.
presidential group exploring the information infrastructure, quote,
Check your
"There seems to be an
copyrights at the
attitude
door."
by some on the internet that you check your copyrights at the door when you enter that domain. Mary Beth Peters, the registrar of copyrights,
Peters?
recently
Peters?
called the internet the biggest copying machine in the world.
That's definitely true.
And author William Gibson, who coined the term cyberspace in the early 1980s,
1980s.
also established the now familiar dramatic conflict between so-called heroes in the form of computer hackers against villains cast as evil multinational. Unfortunately, some in the media have accepted this nonsense. They too sometimes celebrate the hacker hero.
That's because they're
This, in
heroes
turn,
to you.
acted to help authenticate the absurd rationalization, and I quote, "information wants to be free." This, of course, has
Yeah,
all of
hacked
the
this in
inherent
the
logic.
90s. Yeah, that was the thing.
The auto.
It's one of the themes in Metal Gear Solid 2.
Mhm.
Which becomes more relevant by the day.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Absolute freedom of
if we ever
information is
do a
demanded
Metal
by
Gear Solid
some.
thing, I'll be able to
Itself
talk about that
threatens
at
the
length.
information infrastructure. Most would
Dude,
agree
you should
with
totally let's play Metal Gear Solid at some point.
I suck at Metal Gear Solid. Like, I'm bad at it.
People will not use the information.
I would do it, but I am too lazy to emulate it properly.
Going where they wanted to,
Just play Rising.
when they wanted to.
Just play Metal Gear Rising. It's better Metal Gear Solid game.
Recording one episode of that
Protection
takes
of
20
personal
gigabytes.
privacy is essential.
That's the reason I
But the
have
same protection should hold true
Truth.
for corporations. You can't support one and not the other. Freely disseminate.
You know, talking about Metal Gear Solid 2, this guy is giving me mad vibes of that general giving the speech at the beginning. Anyone else?
He's not as aggressive.
Of the information infrastructure.
Fair.
Without the profits of those
This guy
original
like reminds me of
Donkey Kong
a lot of
arcades
people on
back
television
in the early
sound like this
1980s.
in the 90s.
There would have been no revolutionary Donkey Kong country for the world's video game players in 1990s.
Remember when Donkey Kong got remember when Nintendo got sued over Donkey Kong by the guys who made King Kong?
Figure that few hackers
No.
can afford.
Yeah, that's actually how Kirby got his name, because the guy, the lawyer who helped them win that dispute, his name was Kirby.
Future truly
Oh,
is
nice.
because when worthy content is robbed of its commercial value, the people who create it find something else to do for a living. And the content
I'm sure that lawyer is
thus
very happy that his namesake gets to fight Lovecraftian abominations on a regular basis.
Yes. But you find cute things from 95
The committee of the presidential task force.
It's only at the end where you find the
Well, that's because in 90% of the game you are the Lovecraftian abomination.
That's an excellent point.
These changes will provide
I remember Kirby and the Crystal Shards.
intellectual property inside.
Honestly, I need to play more Kirby games. They're all super
This
fun.
industry's
I've never not had
wholehearted
fun playing a Kirby game.
Now,
Well, you know how somehow, despite all the traumatizing bullshit that shows up in those games' lore, they're all rated E.
as I began speaking, a copy of my
The most recent one, Kirby Star Allies, got rated E10 plus.
corporate bulletin board on America Online.
So,
You'll also find it on
Yeah, I
our
remember.
website on the internet.
Who was it? Me and
Look forward to
Bob
hearing
and
from
somebody else played
those who
Kirby
may disagree
all
with
the way
me.
through. One of the SNES games.
Yeah.
That was really fun.
if you're gonna jump back into the Kirby series, All Stars is actually a good place to do it, because it's got references to the entire series, because you've got friend characters from all along Kirby history who can team up with you, including like the Painter Girl from the N64 game.
Nations like China.
You know, obscure shit like that.
Goods right now smother
Uh,
all opportunity. And it's also vital in this country. Today, in the U.S., thousands of small companies are struggling with success in the emerging field of multimedia. And the potential for what they can produce
I'm
is
falling asleep
enormous.
right now.
They will make our lives more productive and more fun.
Yeah, Sony.
He's right.
Do that in a
but
way
I'm
that
falling
no
asleep.
one
Yeah, Sony won 1995.
Oh yeah, no question.
Should any of those entrepreneurs strike it rich, create a breakthrough product,
He's predicting any
finds an
games though.
enthusiastic audience, it still must face the threat of counterfeit.
And
And
fighting
long before
counterfeits.
that product ever reaches
He
the
didn't
mass market,
predict Flash games
its
though.
value
That was
may
really
well
big
have been
in
stripped
the
clean
early 2000s.
by people who had
R.I.P.
no
Flash.
in its creation.
Yeah.
Who simply
Although it didn't
stole
really work very well in the last
And
few
that
years.
visionary company will
I think
disappear.
that's for the best.
Think about a world.
Some of
without
those old
conflict.
sites still survive.
Think about
Like
the
Evol's
markets
World and
such a
Newgrounds.
world
Mm.
would open up for those of us in the interaction.
Like, is Newgrounds a thing now that Flash
Think
is
about the
dead?
entertainment products that such a world would foster.
I don't know.
Not
think
just
you remember
products
he's
created
still
by
alive. There's still, like,
multinational
top 30
corporations,
Hmm.
but
Yada
ones
yada.
created by individuals and new
It's like a
companies not yet
tabloid.
even born.
Website.
I think such a world is not only worth thinking and talking
Ah,
about, but it's a world
Cool
that
math
all
games.
of us in this room, all of us here at E3 can help create.
Y'all remember Cool Math
Of course
games?
it's a big challenge. Yes, it
No.
certainly dwarfs the challenges
Like math
typically
modules.
identified by corporate
No, the
executives
website
who
Cool
naturally
Math
tend to
Games.
focus on their own company's success. But to me,
You're an old
That
man.
much is the reason reason why I can actually do basic math. I swear, most people in Virginia, despite having a good education system, comparatively to other states, just they can't do basic math because of calculators. It's embarrassing.
Nintendo and Sega and the other companies.
Remember when your teachers told you that you wouldn't always have a calculator in your pocket?
All of us here at E3, I think, need to speak out.
Yeah, but it is making people dumber.
It's a very serious problem.
That's
We need to educate everyone.
I'd say
Entertained by our product.
that being able to, because of the emergence of phones is just such a core thing nowadays, the necessity to be able to do maths without a calculator is lessened, and as such less emphasis should be put on it. There should be, in the core curriculum, still a level of emphasis on making sure the people understand what the logic behind the calculations they're putting into their calculators.
Oh, we get to see the show floor.
Yeah. But otherwise, in terms of actually all the mathematics that you have to do in your head, I feel like at a certain point it might be wise to just make that like an optional thing for people who are going into more mathematically involved fields. I think that's all of the conference is. So
It looks like he's just showing show
yeah,
photos for the next.
yeah. There's gonna be. I'm checking the preview ahead. Because I'm debating whether we should stop now or not. It looks like there's gonna be some show floor footage of demos and trailers and stuff. So I'd say, oh, there's your booth, babes, Redford.
Finally, I was waiting for it. I definitely needed the booth babes, and I don't care what anyone else says.
Yeah.
These girls do great at their job.
I mean, hey, if
Yeah, Anita Sarkeesian did.
look,
Go figure.
Everyone knows she does.
the
Right?
You're gonna get banned for
the issue for me when it comes to stuff like that is when women feel forced or pressured into sexualizing themselves. When they actually want to do it, fucking let them do it.
I mean, yeah, it's just, but these girls are getting paid, so they signed up for this.
Just because you're getting paid doesn't always mean you signed up for it.
I mean, it says in their contract you're gonna
I'd
be-
say 90% of the time it does, but there's that 10%, maybe 5%.
That's called bad business.
Agreed.
That's just called not running your business right.
Why are they even doing this? Like, this is just like a waste of money, in my opinion.
To make you remember it.
It is kind of a waste of money, but I appreciate this waste of money on my own.
Might as well just have chicks wearing skinny clothing and actually play the game.
I mean,
They do that as well. They do that as well. They did do that as well at certain E3s.
Sorry, my wife just walked in. I have paused the stream.
Are they swinging around nunchucks?
Yes, they are.
Not the most conventional dancing prop, but okay. Oh, I get it. They're advertising Killer Instinct.
Yeah. I mean, they've been saying killer this entire time.
Yeah, but I didn't make the connection until I realized, oh, weapon, oh, fighting game is on the screen. Okay. Oh, work in progress. What's this?
I hear Chrono Trigger.
It is a Squaresoft game.
Dude, Chrono Trigger is one of the best RPGs I've ever played.
Oh, secret of it.
Another about Squaresoft.
I don't believe I'm all that familiar with this. Oh man, remember when they were Squaresoft?
Yeah, I do.
Hey, remember when... never mind, that's too... This is cool. Kind of. I mean, is he just gonna show us gameplay?
Yeah.
I mean, if we're gonna be actually seeing gameplay, we might as well just watch the gameplay, you know? Oh, they just tossed him a controller.
Oh.
Did you see that controller? It was pretty good.
I think he just handed it back. Like, nah, man, I'm too busy holding this camcorder.
This isn't a game.
Fall 1995. Oh shit! Alexa, what state is Podunk in? Alexa says Vermont.
Oh, okay.
Al's Barbershop.
Thank you, robot overlord. So it's so obvious, but what is gonna happen? Experiment is constantly.
That's ominous.
Why does this feel like the opening of an SMT game?
Probably is. So that's
Bonkers plot. Any game I've ever played.
I thought those two statues were having sex.
I really like the art of this game.
Yeah.
Grants me fair to be bonkers.
Wait a minute. That's not right. Explosion. And that's the end of the game.
30 years later.
Oh.
Oh, dude, the daycare.
Yeah.
What a classic! My favorite part was the battle of the slime beast in the town. You could hardly tell that it was really a bunch of old tires.
That's funny. Actual chat run. Look at his muscles, they're bulging.
He also has like a pompadour.
Oh, look at that walk cycle!
Yeah, it's very unique.
He's just so beefcake. He's such a beefcake, guys.
I actually beat a Super Nintendo game recently called Out of This World. It was super hard. It's a cinematic platformer action game.
You know what's great? The fact that people are still making games for those old consoles.
Oh, you mean,
No, like, there was I think it was late 2020, there was a new game came out on the Game Boy Color called Rocket Jump or something like that. Yeah, people, it doesn't happen often, but people do still make games for those old consoles. Rocket Jump even got a cartridge release in 2020 for the Game Boy.
I still need to play Terranigma.
Dude, you can't say that on stream. The N-word's forbidden still. Oh, he's Enigma.
God damn it, Redford. Oh, that's right! This is a game where you travel through different time periods, and your dog actually changes form based on what time period you're in. Yeah. Yeah. So, like, in this time period, he turns into, like, a saber-tooth thing, and then there's a future setting where he turns into a robot dog.
That's awesome.
Yeah!
That's one smart-ass dog. Yeah, it is a smart action.
Oh wow, you see him sniffing?
Back when games used to be games,
You hold on,
yo.
you can walk through walls.
Yeah, get him, doggy.
Come on, it shows a little bit.
Yeah, you could stop. I just want to see if I can make it to that to
You would
the
say it's
boss.
some tentacle plant.
It's the guys in New York. I want to see if I can make it to the boss.
What, the guy playing or the guy in the game?
Guy playing.
Oh, yeah! I think this is showing... Oh, no. I thought that was the robot dog. Yeah.
I like the aesthetics of this game quite a bit.
That's going to be another bonus.
What's this game called?
Secret of Evermore.
Secret of Evermore. I've heard of it.
Yeah, this is going to be another bonus of this E3 Rewind series. We're going to see games that got overlooked.
Yeah, actually add to the list.
Yeah. Look at this Mayan temple ass shit. That guy takes himself. Let the menacing begin.
Holy crap! It's the rabbit.
Look at this right.
Yeah.
And it like blends in with the background.
This might not be finished all the way too, so we'll see.
Very nice.
And this is back when it was a work in progress. Keep in mind.
That will be then a battle that you have with this guy. So that's a rendered boss right there, basically.
I don't think they've actually done the code, the AI for the boss yet. So.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
Adding more. Yeah, just making it big.
Look, he toggled debug.
Bigger and better.
One cool thing about debug mode is like 20 years later they always discover it's a debug thing or something. Knowing all this stuff in the 90s. I just kind of figured this all out myself. Trying, doing internet stuff.
Someone else can name this no, it's a one-player game, but
Please reposition the dog.
you will be able to switch between the dog and the boy.
We can play as the dog.
Ah, remember when Mode 7 was like the big thing?
2D airship animation.
Yeah. You remember back on the SNES when Mode 7 was like the big thing?
Snap! He's flying. Imagine trying to remember the map layout like this.
I can never remember the map layout.
Oh wow, he's now in
Except for Ocarina of Time. I've memorized
Okay, yeah.
that game. Not some of the later
That's where the
done.
bug boss was right there, inside the little bar.
This looks like a debug feature.
Checkerboard for another boss. So
This
it's like
is
it's really,
cool.
the map is a lot
guys.
more,
It feels like we're actually in the video game now.
At least they were smart to put it right, the camera right next to the screen.
I like how the airship has wings that flap.
That was pretty cool. Oh snap! They're in the volcano now. And now look, the dog's a dog.
Yes.
Hey.
What is that pumpkin ass motherfucker?
Look at how he's just waving his arms. Try to use your pipe gun thing. Oh snap! He's initiating a spell.
Nope, he's using the debug menu, which is the greatest spell of all.
Yes.
Yo, Wreck-It Ralph 3 should just be Ralph gets access to the debug menu.
I heard one was a flop. I didn't see it.
Yeah, from what I heard, it definitely wasn't as good as the first one.
It didn't break the internet.
Oh,
Right.
it's his sister. His evil twin.
I'm your evil twin! That's all it is, because I'm cutting it off at the... Then my Vipers, as much as I'd like to, so forgive me, I'm going to...
Clay Bob.
Clay Bomb! Remember back before voice acting, where the characters would actually say what you named yourself?
You always name your rival Asshat.
Asshat. I Clay Bob will slay. now flying. Woo! Not the dog. This kills you, right? Nope, you're fine. Conveniently land on a riverboat.
I think that's a giant turtle shell or something.
It could be. Probably is. This somehow that did not kill you, by the way. Oh, this does not kill you either. This is merely an inconvenience.
I mean, you're JRPG characters. Unless it's a battle screen, you can't die.
Oh wait, this actually hurts you. Maybe? Wait, let's see if he instantly gets up.
This game's intriguing though.
Wait, does he get up no problem, or is he gonna limp around? I mean, oh, he's cast front. No. Nope, he's fine.
I think I've got water in every orifice. Oh, do you get to name the dog? Because it's named Gromit in this.
Yes, go Gromit. And please tell me his name's not Wallace, though, unfortunately.
Aww.
I wonder how many characters Oh, this is Chrono Trigger.
Yep, there's Chrono Trigger.
I'd absolutely recommend Chrono Trigger.
Guys,
I've
you're
never
retarded.
played
This is
it.
Final Fantasy.
You love it. Chrono Trigger's fantastic. It's also not as long as most RPGs.
I hear victory fanfare.
This is a great song.
Oh, what the hell was that? Oh, it's the real chance.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this plot. It's a very Dragon Ball-esque
I mean, the designs were by the, what's the drag? Yeah, Toriyama, right?
Something over the floor. Try to leave, baby.
I swear I wasn't stuck at the festival for 2 hours.
There you go.
Because I tried to win all the mini games.
You heard that? Yeah. I'm gone. Look you somewhere else. Don't worry.
King Guardia?
Yeah, this is the so you go through like the forest. I don't remember the early parts of the game. I mostly remember the later parts of the game. So like really happy.
That summed it up for both of us.
This game like it starts off as like a regular like fantasy type thing,
Yeah.
and then you accidentally get sent through a portal in time.
Yeah. I tried to play it a little bit on an emulator when I was younger, but I got stuck in like a cathedral.
He looks cool. I like that guy.
I think I got stuck around a point where I'd encounter some Nagas that were disguising themselves as nuns. Or something like that. Yeah.
Honestly, the funny thing about Chrono Trigger is like later in the game, there's like a very dominant strategy that you use with every encounter.
And I went into back where the guy
Did you just use the cheat menu?
No, so like in this game, you have an elements of affinity depending on who the character is. And the main character has light, of course, and he gets a spell called Lumiere, which is almost like a light nuke attack. Everything. But I found that a way to do very low amounts of MP.
Yeah.
So I just win every encounter.
I'm gonna let you guys keep the audience entertained while I use the bathroom.
Yeah, let's be absolutely quiet. Alright.
Chrono Trigger had absolutely phenomenal songs.
I admit it did. There's actually lots of songs they listen to, like classical orchestrated songs, are from Chrono Trigger. So,
Yeah, if anyone in the audience ever plays Chrono Trigger, don't give any stat increasing items to Chrono. He naturally maxes everything out. I didn't realize that until after.
You can hear it.
and this we're still watching Chrono Trigger from this.
No.
No. Oh, cool.
This robot's in.
Oh, this has to be this Final Fantasy, I think.
No, it's Robotech, I think. Yeah, based on the transformation. I never actually seen Robotech.
No. The demo I saw was in space.
Robotech, nice, good call.
Same chick.
That's actually pretty cool, the transformations. Is it a bullet hell shooter? Nice, okay, we're zooming in on somebody.
That's
Probably
Of course, now these shows are so big that you wouldn't have this like infinite to talk about.
that makes sense.
This reminds me that I was randomly recommended the like 1995 Super Nintendo Fighting Tournament Finals.
That's funny.
Dracula X.
Oh, isn't that the one that only got released in Japan for a while?
I hear it's really good. I never actually played any Castlevania.
Ooh. This is the old stuff.
Maybe I'll play through them all.
Well, I mean, yeah, the PS1 only just came out, so Symphony of the Night hasn't happened yet. So Castlevania has yet to become Metroidvania.
I haven't even played Metroid. I want to play the Super Nintendo.
If I remember right, your speed was intentionally that slow, your walking speed.
In Castlevania?
Yeah.
Yep. Look at that Belmont strut, though.
That Belmont backwards hop, you know?
Why is it a pair of glasses?
Because glasses were nerdy cool.
They were not cool.
Oh, 100%
Yo,
not.
is this the boss coming up? With that-
And the stereotype was like spectacles, too, so they weren't even hot yet. Although, you know, nowadays spectacles, they do have kind of like a cute vibe to them.
Oh, that's huge.
Yep.
Oh, you could do like a somersault. This is annoying.
Oh, jeez. He died.
Yep.
Alright, I'm already in there.
Redford's hooked.
I'm hooked? Yeah, they...
Oh, is this Secret Band? I don't know, I've never played it.
It'll probably show it at some point.
Oh snap, he blew up the earth.
Oh yeah, because this is this is the era where they started being able, Japanese games started being able to put anime openings at the start of their games.
Yeah.
Also, this is Lunar, another popular RPG
Yeah.
series. I'll be playing through a lot of these probably in the coming years.
So I guess you could say this is foreshadowing for Evan's content.
I mean, I haven't played a lot of old RPGs. It's like I mentioned, I haven't played
Oh.
SNES era.
Nice. I really appreciate this era of Final Fantasy games.
Don't forget Dragon Quest. It may not have been as big over here, but Dragon Quest was still as massive, if not more so than Final Fantasy.
Yeah, if I remember right, that was basically like the Harvest Moon of Harvest Moons.
What?
I'm just trolling you.
Yeah, I thought so, but I didn't even get the troll. Like, I don't know if this actually happened, but there was a rumor that, what was it? Dragon Quests had to be released on a Saturday, otherwise people would take the day off of work.
Correct.
Yeah.
I think there's a law of that.
Yeah, they had to write it into law where you can't release your Dragon Quests on during the week, otherwise people will call in sick just to play it.
That reminds me when Brawl came out, I got sick. My friends were joking for like months that, oh, he got Brawlitis.
We're already in the era of putting review quotes in your trailers. This looks like a really visually stimulating battle system. The bosses are impressive. Game
All the
Pro.
magazines.
Yeah.
Back with magazines.
Rip paper media. Yeah, books will have some staying power because there is a certain homely, calming novelty to actually holding a book while you read it.
So what game are we looking at now?
Lunar.
Oh, still Lunar?
Yeah. I'm sorry, Redford. Is your ADD starting to kick in?
I just couldn't tell if it's the same game or not. Because I'm so bad at this right now.
That is a boss design.
Did he just play the drums on that?
Yes!
Damn, is that a tank?
It's not just a tank, it's an aqua tank, man. It was
All-terrain vehicle.
Did that thing just...
Yes! It's attacking by booing at them! I love it!
So it's a literal Twitter warrior.
The animation scenes feature working designs, trademark quality dialogue.
Shows the anime scene. There's no dialogue.
No, there's dialogue. Look, her lips are moving.
What's up, bro?
Man, anime from this era had a very unique texture to it.
Pretty good stuff. Isn't this the same? Yeah, it's the same commercial.
What was that? Something to? Earthworm Jim! Oh!
Oh, no, frick you, it's Animal Crossing. Man, Earthworm Jim was way ahead of its time.
What? Because it had tangerines on one of the menus?
Well, because you could rip your head off and whip it.
I'm not going to comment on that.
Come on. Twitch is watching. They're all watching.
This isn't a live stream, you know that, right?
Then show some feet.
He's trembling.
I said this isn't a live stream.
Show
Oh!
some feet.
Sonic! Food's about to come, so you two are going to start taking over on the talking.
They look pretty good. I think, you know, I was gonna play all these SNES RPGs, but then they're like, we're gonna remake all of these in the same year. Bullshit. I guess I'm not playing for now.
Is this Daytona?
Not high number 15.
I could never get into the more realistic racing games because the cars the handling on the cars, I just can't adapt to for some reason, and no matter what I do, they always spin out.
Yeah.
Oh look, it's so well done. Hey, nice mustache.
I think this is the Stardust Crusaders OVA would have been out by now, right?
Oh nice, look at that.
Oh, you can hear the Killer Instinct ladies in the background.
Yeah.
Killer Instinct.
Yes.
I like Cryptor.
A fun fighting game that will disappear until the Xbox revives it.
Truth. But Riptor is the coolest because he's a dinosaur. Ooh, Rare, back when they were a thing.
I mean, they technically still are, they just don't show up as often.
That's because they were dishonored after making Banjo-Kazooie 3.
It doesn't deserve to be called Banjo-Kazooie 3.
Alright, we'll just call it what it really was, trash. I mean, dumpster fire? I'm jackgummit, I meant nuts and bolts.
No, just nuts.
It's like this weird undead version or something.
Oh, he teleported!
I have seen some footage of the newer Xbox One, and I will say, there's one character that I absolutely love the design of. I forget what her name is, but her whole inspiration is basically Japanese horror ghost.
Right.
Oh, he's going to town on that ghost. Ninja thing.
Like, she's got the jittery movements, she's got the tragic backstory, she's got long black hair.
Oh, chopped him up.
I think the skeleton is called Spinal.
Spinal.
Yeah!
Yep, he was. Orchid versus Saber Wolf. It's spelled like W-U, so it's edgy. Killer. Oh, she turned into a dog.
I think that was a cheetah she turned into.
That's like a dog.
In that it walks on all fours.
Yeah, and all dogs walk on all fours. Don't you know that?
Saberwolf doesn't.
Well, see, that's because he's a wolf, and we all know wolves are freaking furries, and they can, stay out of this chat.
Redford, I own the channel and I'm into fur porn.
Okay, well, you know what? You should stay out of this chat then. Alright, Evan, take over the channel.
Activate the killer wolf.
Activate killer instinct.
What the fuck is this shit?
Accurate. Did she just...
Yes!
I want to be part of that. Where was I in this?
Wait, is this
Oh,
just
yeah,
where?
this
Is this just a stand where you get to go up and have these babes rub up against you?
Dude, I would pay some serious cash for this.
What
Not
the
that my wife's
fuck?
listening.
There's a tattoo guy?
Yeah!
Yeah! Dude, this is getting real.
Yo, I thought the E3 9095 was gonna be boring as shit, but they've got booth babes, they've got tattoo artists.
Playing his Game Boy while
Oh, he's getting one of the characters tattooed. The game. He gets the character tattooed on his leg, and the game turns out to be a flop. Doesn't getting tattooed hurt though? Like, man, he's really fucking stone-faced.
Fuck all those Minecraft.
You mean the ones they put into Brawl?
Whoops. Whoopsie. Oh, shoot, Yoshi's Island. Bruh, guys, I feel like I'm talking to a bunch of retards here. I feel like I'm the only one that knows what he's talking about.
Yo, was the Virtual Boy alive in 1995?
Oh snap, it's that Diddy guy. The guy who diddles people or something.
The Diddler?
The Diddler, yeah, that's what they call him, I think. No, wait, that was a Batman villain, I think.
You just reminded me of the one fucking Game Grumps.
Rhino, you dumbass.
The one fucking Game Grumps skit. Where they just kept talking about Diddle Kid. The suit.
The nice thing about the brilliant thing about Donkey Kong Country is you can actually run backwards.
That's true.
Also, levels work fine, so you can like actually take your time to get
Oh yeah, because in the older NES Mario games, there was like an invisible wall that traveled with you.
precisely.
I think he's struggling here. Oh nice, it's a pirate.
It's capable. Choose code.
And yeah, I can see that. She's using her power of feminism to destroy the evil.
There's a reason Diddy is the main mascot and not Ditzy, because if she was the main sidekick, she'd be showing Donkey Kong up all. I forget what her name is. Okay? Anyway, the reason she's not the main mascot is because she'd be showing Donkey up all the time.
Donkey Kong, he's the main man though. He has all the bananas.
I got all the bananas. Donkey Kong Quest? What? Oh,
I
whoops.
think reference saying wrong.
Triggering it.
Now I'm just picturing the Kong family as as like a mafia family,
The Banana Mafia.
with Donkey Kong at the top is like the Godfather, and he's in charge of the banana horde.
Wait, who's the banana whore? Oh, you said horde, never mind.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so the Virtual Boy debuted in Japan in July of 1995.
Just like a month, a couple months old.
Poor Nintendo. They still think it's gonna be a success.
Ooh, that was some pretty intense lag.
He's not running.
These are some really good chicken nuggets.
No, you gotta jump on the thing first.
I mean, yeah, he probably is a noob, Evan, given that the game isn't out yet.
But if you put Donkey
Get
Kong,
those trans. Yes, he actually got the rhino. Oh, I guess it doesn't work. It's,
Prototype.
oh, he missed his chance. You're supposed to be able to break them.
it's a really long boat.
Well, he's just taking a while. Like, he can get these levels in like a minute. The
respawn?
speedruns in these games are really intense because the Donkey Kong Country games actually don't have a lot of RNG. So it's almost all skill based. The speedrun.
Wow.
I saw it, it's like 30 minutes. It was really entertaining.
We haven't seen Sonic yet. I'm disappointed.
Only Donkey Kong. Nothing but skill.
Get the Kong!
Refuses to do the right thing.
How would you feel, Evan, if they walked right up to one of the Kong letters, stood in front of it for like a few seconds, and then walked away from it without picking it up?
That would be awful.
That's real torture
It's
right
like,
there.
I'll play the levels over time. That's what you usually do. Anyway.
Still a better game than Skyrim, I guess.
Yes, Skyrim has this ugly problem to pull out that there's too much dead space in it.
Dead Space.
Like, traveling takes too long, and you're just walking a lot. I don't like that. My brother literally plays the game so that it runs way faster, so that he can run faster.
That's smart.
That reminds me though, I'm gonna be playing, what was it called? I forgot, I had just bought it.
Fortnite?
No. Isn't Fortnite free?
Yeah, I mean you can buy it though for free.
The Battle Royale mode is.
Oh, it's Earthbound. That's a game I've definitely played.
The Save the World mode you have to pay for.
That's true. That's still not free. They said it'd be free soon.
Which, by the way, the Save the World mode, which is what Fortnite was originally going to be, the Battle Royale mode was a bonus added after PUBG came out. Now it's all people know about the game.
Yeah, it unfortunately killed their primary reason why they made it.
I had to actually check my Steam account.
Sweet, it's that one guy.
Or Steam has to update.
Porky, I think?
Yeah, it's that guy. The eyes. Why are we staring at eyes? What's up with that?
He's watching.
He's always watching. Oh look, it's a helicopter mode. Like, pretty tight. Is this a cutscene or is he actually controlling him? He's just controlling him. Dadgummit. Oh, nice tank kill. Is he gonna land in the lot? Oh snap! He's coming on a camp.
You know what Fallout needs?
More helicopters.
Hover bikes.
Oh snap! Those helicopters are wiping up everyone. They're all dying. Contra.
I'm pretty sure that didn't say Contra.
I'm blind. I can't see. Uh-oh. He's erasing a pilot? Man, that guy's gonna be pissed. What's he gonna name himself? GS. That's it?
Yeah.
GameStop? He named himself GameStop? Could have done better. You could have done with, I don't know, anything.
So do you think GameStop's gonna survive 2021?
With the amount of money it's been getting, sure.
That whole situation makes too low.
I'm just glad to watch some, crummy businesses get some comeuppance.
I've always hated GameStop.
From what I understand, the whole situation is a bunch of rich people tried to cheat the system. So but then Redditors cheated the system better, and now the rich people are mad at the Redditors.
Not even cheating the system, like literally playing by the rules, and then
Okay, game the system.
Short something.
Yeah, it's a short sell.
Okay, allow me to rephrase,
They
Evan.
crime that other people should do.
Allow me to rephrase then, Evan.
Kingdom Come Deliverance, that's the game.
People try to game the system. There you go.
Legally.
Whoa.
That's why I said game system.
But that's why I said legally, because I'm stupid.
Your words, not mine.
We have this recorded? Shit. Oh, I thought that was an Xbox for a second.
They're gonna be like, we already do. We already do.
Yeah, that's the sad part.
We've seen what he can do. It's not pretty.
Honestly, it looks like an N64. Playing Chrono Trigger. I forgot Marl was allowed to actually do this. Why should this never be
Prototype.
What's that?
I actually don't remember. I barely used it. I used
The girl with the gun?
Spoiler character and Robo, I think. No, I didn't use Robo.
Just games. He's really flapping. Flap, flap.
Man, this game is really weird though. Where are the loot boxes?
I don't see any paid DLC.
How am I gonna experience the full game if I don't get to pay more for it?
Logic.
Remember when horse armor was a controversy?
Yeah, now nobody thinks about it. Reasons.
Because it's cosmetic only. It's okay if it's only cosmetics.
Well, they changed the color.
True.
Like, I can appreciate the Amano artwork, but I don't like it. It's ugly.
She fine.
I don't think this is Amano artwork, but you know, I'm just saying with Final Fantasy. Like,
Nice.
Amano artwork for Final Fantasy is very good as artwork, but I don't like seeing it used as like portraits or stuff in the actual game.
Yeah, it definitely looked like Dragon Ball Z artwork. I'm not even joking.
Well, that's because it was designed by Toriyama, the guy who designed Dragon Ball.
King Arthur and the Knights of Justice.
Oh, it is King Arthur.
That's what the game is called! Oh!
Whoa. I thought it was Knights of the Round Table.
What a fucking oh my god, look at Merlin.
Finally, an accurate representation.
He actually looks really epic.
Compare this to the Disney Merlin.
Oof. The Kingdom suffering. Screams. Horsemen. Something. Forces. Save for our castle. Camelot! You must defend Camelot, King Arthur, and the Knights of Justice, not Round Table.
King Arthur and the legally distinct knights.
Copyright Arthur.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, until like what, 1-2 years ago, the Happy Birthday song was copyright.
What?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No, I just thought people sang it and just feel that's it.
That's why whenever you see someone's birthday in a saw someone's birthday in a movie, they never actually sang the happy birthday song. They made up their own version. It's because they didn't want to pay the royalties for the happy birthday song.
Yeah, look at that. They're getting turned into knights.
It only became public domain like 1-2 years ago.
Get wrecked. Oh, look, there's some guy with a mustache.
I thought I saw a Devil May Cry logo for a second, and then I realized the PS2 isn't out yet.
I can't see anything. Oh, the Ninja Gaiden, the hardest game ever.
Ah, yes.
There's literally no way you can't take damage in this game. There's
I
only...
thought somebody beat it recently without taking damage.
Well, I mean, yeah, you have to kill the... It's just the last boss. You have to...
Never played Ninja Gaiden. There's no sense of race.
Oh, for sure. It's just the last boss has an undodgeable attack, so you can't dodge it, you can't do anything to it, but if you break his head fast enough, theoretically you don't take damage.
Oh?
Is this Ninja Gaiden?
Nope.
Oh, Toucan.
I've heard of Turrican, but I don't think I've ever actually seen gameplay of it.
Super Toucan.
Exotic word. Oh, Bomber Bomb.
I would buy a game called Super Toucan.
Super.
I'm not joking, I would.
Is that Super Bomber?
Yeah, on the Virtual Boy.
Hey, yeah, Super. Oh, there they go. Darn it, they're leaving. Tell them to stay. Wait, no, they're still here.
Look, the game characters are dancing too.
I mean, I don't, what?
Look at those dancing PS1 models.
Nice, this is good. I'm glad he gets footage of the best parts of this show. I meant the pixel art, you know. It's really focused on that pixel art in the background. I mean, look at that animatronic.
I have no idea how this... You know what would be the funniest thing, though? If this actually had some, like, connection to Killer Instinct in, like, a lore sense. Like, there's a reason they chose to do dance choreography. Oh, look at them putting the merch on!
Wow, they just made their dancing 1,000 times harder with that.
I'm surprised they're advertising this game so much.
So if they can advertise that with them all they want, I'm down with that. Whew, that was almost too much for me.
Is that the original Street Fighter? No, I think that's Street Fighter 2.
Oh, it's Capcom.
They did make Street Fighter, yes, Redford. Yeah, it's Street Fighter 2, vanilla Street Fighter 2.
Bruh, this is ancient. At least the new Street Fighter's better. You have to pay to get new characters.
Isn't this the one where they invented combos by accident?
Yeah. Donkey Kangland.
Oh, it's for the Virtual Boy.
Isn't this like an RPG?
I've never played it.
It's either for the Virtual... Based on the color tint, it's either for the Virtual Boy or the Game Boy.
And to think that game developers thought just got killed. Wow, he's really bad at this.
He tried to cut it out, but he couldn't. Too late.
Kill instinct.
Man, if Street Fighter 2 is recent, and that's the game that basically invented combos in fighting games, now that doesn't make sense. Because Mortal Kombat, maybe they're just...
Ooh, Centipede.
Oh, I played that. Oh, this is something different. Man, I'm starting to get hungry. Not because of Sony.
Time to eat the bugs.
Look this.
Oh shoot! Does he have to dodge spiders? Oh no, you are the spider.
It's the spaceship.
Street Fighter 2 came out February 1991. Okay. So I guess they just had a few older games, already released games on the conference floor. I guess it's not that difficult to believe, you know, since it's like the first E3. The first dedicated play conference for games stuff, so they probably want to like, oh hey, for the uninitiated, here's some of the older things.
Hey, yeah. I know what this is. This is, Tetris, I think?
Sure, Redford. Sure.
No, wait, this ain't Tetris. Something with bombs.
Oh yeah, it's that game where the Soviets are nuking America.
Oh, this is, Contra. Am I right this time? I'm pretty sure I'm right. Oh, he sucks. Look at the big old Nintendo sign. I mean, shoot, say it so. What are we saying?
Ah, Nintendo power.
Kill instinct.
Those were actually pretty cool games.
I never read any of them.
Did you ever have a subscription to Game Informer?
I never had a subscription to any magazine.
Wow.
Ooh, it's some type of pinball machine.
Feel old yet, Evan?
I haven't had as many back in my day.
Oh, Samus!
Once we get to E397, we'll probably have a little back in my days.
Some type of Metroid thing.
This was like the first attempt at a VR headset, though, right?
I guess. Ooh, it's a driving game.
I mean, when you look at it like that, man, technology has come a long fucking way.
Yeah, I mean, it's just saying, my virtual headset, you know, the Oculus Quest makes this look like actual child's play. Galaga.
Are we gonna see it in the new games?
These are new games, Evan.
Yeah, they are gonna be showing.
The virtual...
They need to make food, though.
There's another hour.
Oh man, we're gonna get hungry during that time. Hungry. Grimbo needs to get me food.
Is that Wario?
Did you just make a JonTron reference?
Yes.
I still have your old one, and I still show it off to everybody.
Glad you got
The
it.
one
that it's made out of plastic?
Like, I need 15 minutes.
Get out of here. Run, Evan, before it's too late.
Yeah,
Me and Redford can probably hold down the fort.
Okay. Alright, I'll be right back.
Step on him. Step on him.
God damn it, Redford.
Oh, well, yeah, shoot. KO me too.
Okay, now you got your real bad stuff.
Those pixels, though. Fiery redhead. This is an absolute win in my book. Oh man, bring back the check.
I don't actually recognize this fighting game.
I think it's, what is this, Virtual Fighter?
Oh, look at that Star Trek motherfucker.
Dude, that's Star Wars, frick you. That's a Wookiee.
The opinions of Redford are not the opinions of Casual Pleb Productions. Please direct all criticism toward him.
Just everything. That's funny. Oh, look at that. That's something.
Oh, I think it's like a Bruce Lee game.
Bruce Lee did have a few games, that's true. Game over, already died, man, he sucks. Virgin. Accurate.
I think they're a phone provider over here in the UK. Or an internet provider or something.
The Virgin internet provider.
Yes, Sir Redford, you are a very mature person.
Yes. Yes, I am. Oh, this is like some type of shooting game.
Oh, look at that original PlayStation.
Ooh, the Legacy of Khan.
Kane. I've heard very good things about the series.
It should be good. Oh, look at that nice Sega Saturn.
Total Eclipse.
I didn't realize the Sega Saturn had that many products on its display.
It's a PlayStation.
Oh, shoot. That explains why it looks better. Balls.
The director's cut.
Ooh, this should get spicy. Okay, we've got some balls everywhere. That's nice. Lots of balls. They're playing with some balls. There's balls everywhere.
I think this is a fighting game where everything's made out of balls.
US, go. Oh, this is boring. I don't understand why people like sports games. Why don't just go play sports? I'm just kidding. That's a joke. People that use that argument obviously don't play sports. What is this? The
Skeleton Crew?
lol. Oh, that thing. Where's Sega to Sanchiro? I want to see Sega to Sanchiro.
Notice how we keep seeing Sega Genesis and not Saturns.
Yeah. The Saturn wasn't released until the year after, right?
Let me look that up.
Oh, it's Space Jam.
If only.
That would have been a better game.
It's getting a sequel, you know.
I'm not excited for this. Besides, why would be excited for a struggling rapist to be back on TV? That's rough.
I think it's Shaquille O'Neal this time.
Yeah, but Bugs Bunny's been really having some problems recently, so I don't know if I can support it.
Let's see, the Sega Saturn came out November 22nd, 1994, so it's already out.
So why are we not seeing it?
Exactly! I think it just goes to show how much faith they had in it.
True. Oh look, it's
Namco
Not-
console.
oh shoot, I'm really butchering it today.
You're doing it on purpose as a joke, so I'm not annoyed.
That's what you think. I'm just pretending to play dumb so I can hide my actual dumbness.
That makes no sense.
It doesn't because it's dumb. Hey, look, robots with guns. It actually looks cool.
Why does this look like Transformers?
Because it's not.
Like, that doesn't... Oh, Tekken, the first Tekken.
This
That is not Tekken.
This doesn't look like Tekken though. Is this a... What is this, a helicopter game? Well, I love staying at loading screens just like everyone else, I guess.
Remember, before discs, loading screens didn't exist.
Fair. I remember that. Ready? Let's go! Time to shoot up some people. Oh,
I like how they
God.
show us the Tekken logo and then don't show us any of the gameplay.
Right, Tekken, no game. Oh, this is an airplane game, isn't it?
So, Street Fighter 2... Oh, Ridge Racer!
I knew it! They always bring back Ridge Racer.
I know this had a big part in PlayStation history because it's one of the main things that gets referenced in Astro's Playroom.
Look at that. Very nice pixels. Graphics. Oh, it's a Genesis! Oh, wait.
We need more polygons on this woman!
Truth. Oh, look, it's a rocket thing.
Oh, is this Blaster Master?
It could be.
No, not Blaster Master. Oh no, this is Vector Man.
Oh, yeah, he's the guy that jumps a lot.
You don't actually know who it is, do you?
No. Oh, it's Chad. I like how all the Chads were in all the old games. Whatever happened with Chads in video games? They're like gone.
I mean, if you're just talking about buff men, they're still there.
Where?
In every male-led video game.
Where?
Redford, what video games have you played recently?
Question. Hold on. Alright, technically I've been playing Hades, and that's got some... They're more they're more toned than buff, except for Hades, he's actually pretty stonky. Then I've been playing Phantasy Star Online 2, and you can make some pretty buff looking dudes.
Sorry, you've been playing what?
Phantasy Star Online 2.
Oh look, Batman and Robin.
Hey, buff Batman, get some more buff people. Like Persona.
I've been meaning to go back and watch the Batman animated series.
True, but think about it, Persona, male-led video game, not buff.
Because they're like 16.
But bruh, Jonathan Joestar was 16 and he was huge.
Yeah, but I don't think JoJo is trying to be very realistic.
But buff people. They're attractive.
Have you seen bodybuilders?
Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger looks good when he was bodybuilding.
Arnold is about as buff as you can get before it starts looking gross.
Yeah, I mean, he's like the peak pumping iron. Or any Hulk video game ever.
You know who needs a video game?
Who?
She-Hulk.
Well, the only good one he got was back in the GameCube days, but that's an old one.
The only one he got?
The only good one.
I said She-Hulk.
Oh, She-Hulk? She's boring, though.
She's a lawyer.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Imagine
boring.
a Phoenix Wright game where you could beat people up.
But then it's not Phoenix Wright. The whole reason we do Phoenix Wright is to beat people with the law.
Is that Garfield?
That is a Garfield, indeed.
Is Garfield still a thing? Are those comics still being made?
Maybe? They're definitely not as popular if that's the case. Wait, Garfield? Saber-tooth Garfield?
Yes.
Hey, look, instruction manuals on the side of the game. Wait a minute.
Come on, Shay. You can finish these chicken nuggets.
I want a chicken nugget. Can I have chicken nugget?
If you can find a way for me to transport them through the internet, sure.
I will use the Marvel's new adopted strategy of transporting things in by using internet gas technique. You know, some of these games are interesting. Oh, look at this, another fighting game.
Yeah, looks like after Street Fighter revolutionized fighting games with the combo system, a lot of people wanted to jump onto that bandwagon.
Isn't that like true for like any company? The moment they see someone like have success, like what can we do to replicate that? Without stealing it, but kind of stealing it.
Okay, I don't know what this is, but this is an awesome character select screen.
That is kind of dope. Triangular. Triangles are cool.
Oh, I think this is Mortal Kombat. Because I recognize the guy on the right. I don't recognize the guy on the left. I think I recognize the guy on the right, at least. It's kind of blurry.
Fair enough.
Ugh.
If at least the conferences are short, I guess, for now. It's more about the games. Oh, look. See, look, there's more buff dudes, finally. Jeez, it's ridiculous.
Weapon Lord Smash.
You need to play a Conan game.
Conan games were, well, it depends. If you were talking about some of the ones that JonTron played, no thanks.
There's a Conan game that's basically Ark Survival Evolved, and it has full-on nudity, and you can play as a woman.
Yeah, I don't think I'm into that. They're too buff. Buff women just aren't that attractive. I'm gonna put that out there.
Get the fuck off my channel.
I'm sorry, that just looks gross. I mean, ugh, too muscly.
You get the fuck off my channel with your heathenistic opinions.
Yeah, hey, We all got opinions. They're all like buttholes. They all stink.
Yeah, well, some people actually take the time to wash theirs.
Well, some people just like the natural musk. You know? Natural musk. Alright. Obviously, my wife likes the natural musk.
Please stop talking about Elon Musk.
Elon Musk, as he's in there.
The Soccer 96. Oh fuck, FIFA.
Oh, sweet. That's like that one game.
That comes out every year.
Oh, yeah, it's the gambling game now.
Wasn't gambling yet.
Now it's just tradition. You know, back when they used to actually upgrade their game because they knew they had to. But now they just re-release their game with the same bugs. Kind of fun.
And gambling.
And gambling. That's the only thing they added. Was gambling.
Is that another Sega Genesis?
Yeah, it was.
Like we keep saying Genesises, but no, we have we seen a single Saturn yet?
Nope, no Saturns. They didn't even talk about it in their show. Period.
They did. There were they even showed commercials for it. Remember the zoom in eyes?
Oh, sorry, I was so brainwashed I couldn't remember.
Well, you are a very weak-willed individual.
This is true. My weak will definitely comes out with cocaine and Mountain Dew.
I don't think those things are necessarily comparable, but okay.
Yeah, you put them together and it creates mountain cocaine. I would know, because, you know, clearly I do the hard stuff, yo.
But what the fuck is happening here?
Dude, I can pay me. Give me money, I'll go. So let me go. Let me go! Oh, look, it's a fighting game. Nice. He can punch so hard he shoots bullets. Oh, that's actually good. Oh! It's Dream.
Dread.
Oh, dadgummit. Dude, gosh dang it, we gotta go to these things. If that's what you can do, get pictures like
Wait,
that.
are these booth babes for Judge Dredd?
That's awesome.
Judge Dredd is not a franchise I would imagine associating with booth babes.
I mean, booth babes are awesome. Oh snap, that title crawl though.
This gives me heavy Ratchet and Clank vibes. Ratchet and Clank wasn't a thing until the PS2. So I'm wondering what the fuck this is. Oh my god, it's an X-Men thing.
Is it?
I thought that was Galactus, it's not.
It's probably some guy in a purple helmet.
No shit, Sherlock.
The United Freedom Force, man. They get really clever with these alliances names. The Justice Knights, the Freedom Book.
Sounds epic.
Evan! There was a Judge Dredd game, and there was a Judge Dredd display where they had a booth babe where all she did was she just sat there, and you'd go and stand between her legs.
That's awesome. Hey, you pay good money for that.
Also, I looked it up. The Sega Saturn came out in '94. We haven't seen a single Sega Saturn yet. We've only seen Genesises. So, you know, that goes to show how much faith they had in the Saturn.
Oh, it's that Batman movie,
Oh, yeah. Oh, look, you get to stand next to hot women and the Batmobile.
Dude, that is a power play. If you get a picture like that. Now you just need to be in your own Batman with the nipple suits.
You know,
and you
fuck
just
the women.
flex.
Just getting a picture next to the Batmobile is a power play.
Just push the women aside and say, unline. Oh, look, it's the PlayStation in all its glory. Ah, so beautiful. So many ports.
I have a lovingly rendered 3D model of it here on my PlayStation 5 in Astral's Playroom TM. You can even press the touchpad to open the disk drive.
Wow, that's cool. Wow, I love how they keep spinning around when they're talking. It's not confusing at all. They're on a spinning platform.
What are they standing on?
They're on the spinning.
Like they're legit, they're like on little spinning discs or some shit, and they're too lazy to just keep
Keep their heads turning. It's the what do we have? Oh dang it! Bring back the good part.
Oh, we've got a sizzle reel.
Just when things are getting good.
Yo, did you see that dude's fucking hair?
I mean, yes. We're gonna talk about that. Oh, more babes. I'm down with this. That's right. Equal opportunity.
The hammer of justice is unisex. Best Batman line in anything ever.
True.
Batman and the Bold was such a good show. Brave and the Bold, sorry.
Ooh, quality content. Quality.
Like, it had just the right amount of ham. And it always referenced stuff that was... And it wasn't afraid to reference things that weren't, like, well-known outside of comic book fans. Like, Blue Beetle, I had no idea who the fuck Blue Beetle was until I watched Batman Brave and the Bold.
I love how that part of the advertising literally is advertising the fact that they're hitting their targeted people. Yeah, all the people we targeted, it's in 96% of those households, so yeah, that's a selling point. What else do you need to know? Well, I want to know if it's... Ah, Polygon Man!
Yeah!
Yep, sold.
Did they just threaten you to play their console with a jump scare?
Yep. Now, if Booth Babes came to me and threatened me, I might pay money. That makes sense. You better buy our game, or we'll step on you. Okay, please don't step on me. Just take my money.
Okay, it's gotta be the first Street Fighter where they invented combo systems by accident. And then they just did it intentionally into. Because there's no way this many games are jumping on the trend when it only came out in '91.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Man, that feedback.
Now you can play Mortal Kombat as the Terminator.
Which was just
Yeah, I think they did a hard reboot in, what was it, 5? Yeah. Oh, right, because we're on 10 now. Fuck. All I know is this guy has a weird chainsaw hat.
Chainsaw hat. That's funny.
A bladed hat. Ugh. Remember when they made an Aliens cartoon for children? You know, H.R. Geiger's Alien. You know, Aliens, the one with the aliens that are called aliens, the phallic-headed guys. They made a cartoon for children based on that. Like, the 90s made cartoons for children based on everything, even if it wasn't a kid's property for some reason.
Gotta get that children's money. I mean, parent money.
Mortal Kombat had a cartoon as well on that subject. You know, Mortal Kombat. A game that has based its popularity around its goriness.
True.
Yeah, that sounds like the perfect video game to turn into a kid's cartoon.
Right? No shame. Gotta love it.
So this is NB. What the fuck is this Dragon Ball music?
This is Dragon Ball.
I mean, it's not actually from Dragon Ball, but it's got those mad Dragon Ball music vibes, though.
You mean the 90s vibes?
I don't know. Other anime at the time had different vibes. Like, remember Bleach's soundtrack?
Who doesn't?
Did you ever actually watch Bleach, Redford?
Only the good seasons, 1 and 2.
There were a few good seasons after that, but if you're gonna, like, persevere, I'd say the best hard endpoint is when he actually manages to beat Aizen.
Well, I mean, I popped in for that at least. I did want to see him at least beat Aizen.
You know, where he has to give up his powers to beat Aizen, and then the show keeps going and he gets powers back anyway.
Yeah, that was stupid.
Also, now he's part Quincy or something.
He gets all the things and becomes the ultimate thing.
Because, you know, that makes sense.
There's only so much you can persevere through. Oh, he ran into that on purpose, didn't he? That's an item. Boom.
Syndicate Wars. That's a name.
Ooh, this is like this is post pre-cyberpunk.
Elaborate.
Darkstalkers. I don't know. It just sounds like post-cyberpunk. Company versus company. That sounds like a cyberpunk thing.
I feel like, from what I've heard, this is a series that people like enough that it needs to get more love from the company who made it. Yeah. Like, everyone I've heard actually talk about Darkstalkers who's played it seems to really like it. But they haven't made another fucking Darkstalkers game since, I think, this one, actually. Yeah, they put them in crossover games. They keep using the sprites from this instead of using giving them new sprites. Oh shit, Wipeout. That was one of the big PS1 games, right?
Yeah, I remember that.
So, can you actually wipe out?
Probably.
With a title like that, I want to wipe out.
You guys had your own version of Wipeout the show, right?
Sure. It mildly entertaining.
Did you have the red balls of doom?
The red ball? You mean the balls they jump on?
Yeah, the free big red balls they have to jump across.
Yeah, almost no one gets past those. They usually hit the first one and then just go back to start.
Yeah, that's basically how it happened in the UK as well.
Right, you go on the first one. Big ball wins.
Is this a Lemmings game?
Oh snap, this is some type of game.
Yeah, it's Lemmings. Three-dimensional Lemmings. I didn't know there was one with a 3D perspective.
What, did you just kill lemmings?
No, it's basically you place these guys down, they walk automatically, and you have to create a path so that they don't walk themselves into danger.
Oh, that's inconvenient. No wonder why they call it lemmings.
2013 was
You know, Lemmings for Smash. I'm gonna put that out there. Lemmings for Smash.
He wants the Lemmings in Smash Brothers.
They'd be a great Smash character. Oh, look at all the Lemmings go!
Redford is going from what the fuck is a lemming to this game looks kind of interesting.
Oh, they're all dead! Yeah! Kill 'em!
Redford is the kind of person who plays The Sims, creates a pool, and then builds walls around the pool.
I would never. Might have done that. Oh, it's a Nintendo 64!
The Ultra 64.
Star Wars?
That does sound like Star Wars music, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's got an Ultra 64 cartridge. Wow, that way you know it's Ultra 64.
I bet those sell.
Oh, by the way, the chipset ain't done. How do you know? Somebody told me. Who told you?
Man, Nintendo was on top of the world back then. Like, PlayStation was starting to come in, but there was probably a lot of hype for this Ultra 64 thing.
Probably.
Ooh.
Howard Williams, we're aggressively continuing our leadership role by coordinating game design and marketing.
What's this? A woman who isn't scantily clad?
Dang it, come on, bring out the cute girls. Come on, cute girls. Is it cute girl? No, dadgummit.
It's a scantily clad man!
I appreciate this. This is okay. They're not too muscly. They're actually got the right amount of muscle.
You see, Mortal Kombat is equal opportunity in its fan service.
Man, these people are good. They're kind of Oh, and there's some big black dude. He's cool. Man, this is good stuff right here. They caught people.
They didn't even wait for it to stop revolving. That amuses me.
Just so we're done. Okay, guys, let's go. Break time. Smoke break.
This year-long marketing strategy includes a major motion picture.
A major. Oh no.
Oh, are they announcing the Mortal Kombat movie? Yeah, that's what they're doing right now.
No. No.
Wait, are they also announcing the cartoon I mentioned? Like, oh.
Action figure line. They're really going ham.
Because this game that's built its reputation on being as gory as possible, ripping people's limbs out, off, you know, destroying their hearts. Yeah, let's market this towards children.
Lest we forget that Mortal Kombat had the ultimate title
babe alleys and friendships.
Continuously
Boob
produce
talent
phenomenal retail success.
You can put
Another
them in the friend
example of
zone.
this retail success is that unqualified
Friend zone.
cyberspace
Defeat.
Oh fuck! I see Doom.
Doom? Yeah.
Oh,
Is
what
that a
the
demon?
fuck?
Is that a demon? I want to see the demon.
I think it's just a crack addict in cosplay.
It is a demon. Where's the demon? Oh, is there a Doom Marine? That's what they thought the Doom Marine looked like?
Why does he look like Terminator?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know what company owns this booth, but they really went all out on the production.
I mean, at least they got hot people to do the roles. That's what matters.
successful search and destroy game.
Oh, we've got it revolving again. Who's gonna step out?
Is a featured debut game on both the
No
Wait for
one.
Sony
Aw.
PSX and the Super
Wait,
Nintendo Entertainment
did he just step into a closet that was on the revolving door?
platform.
Yes.
Another area that's booming large. And when it comes to PC-based games,
Okay, that's a little funny.
Williams Entertainment is the name
That's
of the
called
game.
doorception, by the way. Revolving doorception.
Our PC titles include entertainment for the entire family, with titles like Super Carts and Island Casino. And now, we've entered into an alliance with GT Interactive Software that will make even more of what these
At least your voice isn't that bad. I can work with this.
available for the PC game market.
Redford, no.
To complete the big game picture, Williams is continuing
What?
to generate
I'm just trying to be a man of culture right now. I am working with the good stuff.
Culture in the massivest quotation marks.
Like, just the whole screen is quotation marks. A small little kid.
You have to zoom in to find the culture.
Oh, okay, here she comes again. Come on, bring her on. What you doing? Good zoom in. Oh, more Mortal Kombat stuff? Nice. How many times they practice this is probably impressive. To keep their
Like I've done performing arts. The amount of choreography you have to put into like dancing or stunts and stuff.
They are pretty good though. They are physically well built and gosh dang they're attractive. So, see, I think that's a skill. If you're attractive and skilled in choreography, you're a winner.
What if you're not attractive and you're skilled in choreography?
Well, that makes you a great teacher, doesn't it?
I would like to remind you that the opinions of Redford are not the opinions of Casual Pleb Productions.
Heavy reminder. It's like you have to put a disclaimer every time I'm in here. Just like, disclaimers constantly flashing, whatever he says. Don't listen.
Please direct all criticism to Redford at redfordgames for twitter.com.
That way you can get more feet pics that way.
Man, I have no idea what this game is, but it is peak PS1.
This definitely looks like PS1, that's for sure. It's giving me some creepy vibes, man. Some feels like some Raspberry on
Man, if I were less of a procrastinator, I'd probably be able to read this right now.
it. Accurate. Oh, there's a boulder.
The way they cut that made it look like she was just standing there while the boulder was coming at her.
It's just like, oh no, what did I do?
Okay, so this is like one of those old clock tower style like puzzle horror games by the looks of it.
I guess. Oh, it's a wall of spikes. She's gonna die. Wait, can you get killed in the most gruesome of ways? Because that would be kind of cool.
By the way, is it just me or is her hair fucking ugly?
No, it's not you. Just you. Trust me. Beautiful people are.
Like the hairstyle itself isn't bad, but the way it's rendered.
It's the eyes, man.
Yeah.
Not helping. Oh, running downstairs. Fireplace of Doom. Is that all we get? Do Re Mi production or something?
Oh, normally you get the English subtitle underneath. Oh, more Donkey Kong.
Yay, Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong. Those beans are so evil. I hate those beans.
Beans on top of a rail cart system.
Okay, it looks like we're getting close to the end of this. So, Nintendo's was. I'm debating in terms of the keynotes, the actual conferences themselves. I'm debating whether I want to place Nintendo or Sega in last, because Nintendo's felt like it was a little more informative, but it was also boring as fuck.
Nintendo's didn't talk about games; it just talked about pirating bad. You're bad if you're pirating.
You know what?
Okay?
You have a point, Redford. Nintendo, last place for me. I give them a 2 out of 10. No, make it a 3. Sega, they get like a 4, maybe a 5 out of 10. Sony, they get a 7. You know, like, it was informative. There was enough. It was presented in such a way that it was actually semi-engaging. You know, to keep you paying attention. It didn't overstay its welcome. It's nothing standout, but it's solid. Sony were.
Look at Diddy's face.
Sony were. Oh fuck, blue PlayStation 1.
Nice.
Anyway, so yeah. Sony were definitely very arrogant, but not unjustifiably so.
So they had that in the bag. Oh no, the film's folding over.
They needed to show us the game of its being again. We're reaching the end of the VHS tape.
The editor screwed up.
Yeah. Nintendo, like Redford said, they didn't talk about games at all. They just talked about pirates. Sega, they talked about the Saturn, but apparently, according to this VHS tape at least, they didn't actually have any Saturn stuff on the show floor. So, even though it was already out for a year. So...
Maybe they didn't do
And remember when consoles had dedicated reset buttons? I don't think the PS2 did, so I never grew up with a console that did.
No, you just had to press the button once.
Remember when games were old enough to say, press any button, and when you press the power button, the game turned off?
It's not a very original joke, Evan, trust me. But yeah, it's interesting to see how well-informed Sony were of how well the PlayStation was going to do. And to see how not so well informed Sega were about how the Saturn was going to do. Oh, finally we get to see a Sonic thing.
Yep.
But it's
very end.
It's not for the Saturn though, I can tell you that much.
95.
Sonic, it's for the Sega CD. Which was an add-on for the Genesis.
And that's all we got. That was all the Sonic you get.
But yeah, I've said my piece. I'm a very blunt person sometimes, so I don't have much to elaborate on. What do you guys think of E3 1995?
I would say if I had to rate them, PlayStation gets like an A, Nintendo gets like a C, and Sega gets a D.
Do you think Nintendo did better than Sega? I'm shocked. I don't see how that's possible.
Well, how would you rank them, Redford?
Well, I gotta let Evan finish before I give my obviously superior rankings.
I learned a lot about piracy and stuff.
That's right, baby.
I found it really illuminating. They weren't calling video gamers gamers. They were like video game players.
Yeah.
And they talked about target demographics and stuff like that, which was something I pretty much did. And I was really surprised about how they were talking about, it's, looking for the immersive gameplay and stuff. They were talking about this in the 90s. I thought it was just a buzzword that they talked about all the time.
Yeah.
Basically nothing I didn't already say in this video.
Okay. So.
PlayStation just dominated it.
Yeah. So Redford.
Yes, I am here. That is my name.
It's time to give your piece.
Oh, right. Well, Booth Babes, S tier, 100%. Can't complain. Very satisfied. If I had to rate which Booth Babe was my favorite, it was the blonde one. So that was my favorite Booth Babe. I think that says about it about the conference.
If you had to rate the conferences, though.
Oh, that part, right.
Yes.
Talk about that part. Got that way off. I'm gonna have to give on a scale of 1 to 10 Tom Cruises. I'm gonna give 0 Tom Cruises to the Nintendo because they didn't talk about games, and I came here for games.
Right.
And then for how many Pizza Hut pizzas, I would give Sega. I think I'd give them about 5 out of 6 pizzas because Pizza Hut sucks, so I don't really like them to begin with. So that's why they get 5 Pizza Hut.
Why does the pizza only have 6 pizzas? His father's not
Because I order mine specifically 6 pizzas because it bothers everyone that's around me.
I actually had Pizza Hut over here once. It was like an all-you-could-eat place, and the pizza wasn't that bad.
I'm sorry.
The pizza was the pizza was actually good.
Well, I'm sorry you had low tier pizza. Anyways, Pizza Hut now
For saying they're good?
No, because I'm here. But in regards to the PlayStation, I'll give them a full 5 fingers on my hand because I can count like that high. That's really cool.
Yeah.
They did a good job.
This game looks familiar, but I can't recall what it is. I really like that character design, though.
It kind of reminds me of Sonic a bit.
I don't even know what is it.
Doesn't it look like Sonic with longer hair?
I mean, Sonic doesn't have hair, technically.
Oh, right, he has needles.
Quills.
Right.
Is there a special way? I don't know.
Is he trying to move the tree? Or is he hiding?
There we go.
He's trying to lift up the tree, yeah. Redford is actually right.
Wow, I can't believe I was right on something for once.
Is this Street Fighter the movie, the game?
Street Fighter.
I was saying it as a joke, but it says Ryu. Yes! Oh my fucking god!
Street Fighter the movie, the game that's gay.
That is a double hitter, where Redford made a joke, it turned out to be true, then I made a joke.
That's awesome. What the deuce? What is that?
I was about to say it looked like, I don't know, Baldur's Gate or something, but it's way too anime.
Yeah, this is. There's some type of
Yo, what the
cartoon.
fuck?
This is really weirding me out of it. Is that an old person?
I don't think that was a mole.
What is going on? Did you see that run animation?
What else can go wrong?
And that's online too. It's the sphincter.
For the love of God, show me what this is called.
I heard sphincter.
You heard what?
I heard sphincter.
It's just one of those games that feels like an LSD trip.
Yeah, cocaine will do that to you.
Now, I think LSD will do that to you.
They're basically the same thing.
You know this from experience?
Of course, I drink.
Good, because I don't.
It drinks them.
I mean, if you want to get technical, alcohol is a drug, right?
No. Technically, it's not a drug.
Oh. Rig Lord Sword?
Big Lord's
I gotta look this up.
Don't zoom at all.
But anyway, Redford, I interrupted you at one point. You were done saying your piece, right?
Yeah, 5-finger discount for Sony, 6 Pizza Huts.
Yo, whatever this Rig Lord Saga thing is, it got a sequel.
I got a sequel. What the?
Looks like Ogre Battle. Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing.
Mysteria: The Realms of Lore, released as Rig Lord Saga in Japan, is a tactical role-playing game for Sega Saturn. Oh, we finally saw a Saturn game!
Play our first Sega Saturn? What is this? This is the end of the video.
In late 1996. It was re-released as Blazing Heroes in North America. Its graphics consist of pre-rendered sprites and polygon backgrounds and sequel. Yeah. 10 years ago, the legendary 12 warriors fought against the war mage Bane to stop his plans to take over the continent of Mysteria. But Bane was not defeated. He was only forced to retreat to his own kingdom. 10 years have passed, and his army, commanded by 5 super powerful leaders, has managed to abduct the Queen of the Realm before retreating. Prince Aragon, the Queen's only son and the hero of our story, has lost his rightful throne. But the Queensland's darkest area... Oh! So, that was E3 1995. We managed to keep the conversation up better than I thought we would.
Yeah.
It was definitely a good idea to bring you two along.
Are you sure about that? Because there is one person here that at least was bringing down the mood a couple times. It's Cough Redford.
So, E3 1996 should be next on the chopping block. We'll have some debate on which video we will be watching of it, because let me just get you guys a screenshot here. For the Discord. I just typed it in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, it looks like 96 was a bit more lively than 95. But we can figure that out next time. For now, this is Casual Pleb Productions signing off.